The Ism podcast. You already
Yes,
know what it
sir.
is. We're back and bold. You get what I'm saying? Giving you that game that you
Yup,
so
yup.
desperately need and are
Need.
begging for. We're just gonna give it to you just for free for now. You know what I'm saying?
Yup.
You already know what it is. Mark Velli in the building. You know, what I'm saying? Got
Building.
my dude
Yup.
out here.
Daniel.
Yes, sir. Um, so in the boxing world, I'm gonna start off because
Go ahead.
we well rounded, right? We well rounded, man. We
Yes,
have
sir.
the biggest fight in decades: Errol Spence versus Terrence Crawford. The fight of the decade, a fight of the ages.
Is it
Tomorrow,
really decades, you think, or no?
30 years since or 40 years since Hagler or sorry Hearns
Well, I mean,
versus
what was the last great fight? What do you think?
last great fight of boxing. I would say oh man.
Mm.
Mm,
I mean, the fight of the millennia, they call it. I think it was Oscar and
and Floyd,
no, and Felix.
Felix Trinidad.
Yes.
Ah,
Have you
that
seen
one was
that?
good. Yeah, I've seen it, but man, Oscar dropped the ball on that one. He dropped the ball. He let off the gas. I'd probably say, man, as far as this fight, this is like an all-American black fight. Floyd versus Zab probably was
What? But was it? You know what I was thinking about? I don't know why. I was thinking about but they weren't really like it wasn't that hyped up, I guess. Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, I don't think it was that hyped up. It
Yeah,
wasn't that hyped up.
great fucking fight, dude. It literally reminds me of Terrence and Bud. Like
Yeah,
great, yeah, because it's athletic and someone who just good fundamentals and
right. Good
comes
fundamental.
straightforward. It was a great fight.
And that's Bernard. So great
Yes,
fundamentals. Right,
yeah,
right.
man, the executioner.
hmm hmm
Yes, sir. So who
Final,
wins? Easy question.
final, final prediction is Bud Crawford by knockout in the 10th or 11th round. That is my final prediction.
By the 10th round, you said?
10th or 11th round.
You think
Um,
it's just gonna be like a cold, just knocked out, cold like Pacquiao,
no,
Marquez, or
no. I think it'll be a flash knockdown, and then once Bud smells blood, he's going on him. He's gonna get it, and then
oh
he's gonna get it
yeah,
stopped. That's
yeah.
what I think it's gonna be. That's what I think it's gonna. How about what do you think? What's your gut telling me?
Um, honestly, it's like
It's a
both.
50-50 fight, bro. It
It's
can
literally
literally
my
go
gut is like both.
either way, and
It's
that's why I
just
didn't bet because this fight could go, bro. You know what someone told me? Blue Blood said if you put $1,500 on Spence winning in the 12th round, you get $100,000.
if you bet how much though,
$1,500.
you would get how much?
You get 100,000,
Put it down. How imagine? That's
bro.
crazy, dude.
Isn't that insane? I mean, the
Yeah,
odds are so crazy. The odds are that like this fight is humongous. People don't understand
that is.
how big this fight is actually. I bought a new TV. I bought the pay per view. Hell yeah, bro! Listen, I'm supporting this. I'm supporting it. I'm
Did you
gonna have
really get it like because you wanted to like watch the
okay.
fight good or what?
I got it at this time because I wanted to watch the fight well. But I already needed a new TV. That's no question. I had this TV for over 10 years, 10,
Oh
11
my
years.
god.
You know what I'm saying? It's an old TV. It's not smart. It only has HDMI. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Oh,
not the
okay.
greatest
This has
quality.
HDMI.
Yeah, I mean
At least it
it's
doesn't have the three, thingies.
bro, come on, you disrespecting right now, bro. You disrespecting me right
Years
now.
is
You about
ridiculous.
to 10 years. Yeah, I bought my mom bought it for me when I was
Yo, it's
like
funny as hell.
grade five. Grade six. Grade six. She bought me
The
grade six.
yellow, blue, the yellow, red, and a
The
white shit.
RGB, the RGB, the RGB connections.
It's okay.
That was some old shit, man. I remember playing the GameCube
Yo,
on that shit. The GameCube shit. But yeah, man, I needed a new TV, but I bought it. I bought this one specifically at this time frame to make sure I'm watching. And I'm about to, make catfish.
your
I'm
shit
about to
had a
have
VHS player in it.
stop, stop, stop,
It's fucking funny. You
stop,
ever seen
bro.
those?
Of course, bro. I used
Yeah,
to live off that one.
yeah.
I used to watch
I
Lion
had a
King.
big gray one like that.
Yeah, bro. Oh, the big TV one that had the shit embedded into it.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay,
I had like a square
okay.
one, bro. It was
Yeah.
heavy and fat back and everything. I had it
Yes.
in my
Yep.
room and I would put
Yep.
VHSs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, you was balling
Yeah,
shit,
and then I
bro.
had the in
Hell
front of the
yeah.
TV. What I liked about it
Uh,
is the in front of the TV had the RGB things,
oh,
not in the
okay. So it's
back.
easy. Yeah. So it was easier. Boom,
Yes,
boom,
yeah,
boom.
very
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, man. I remember my grandma used to have that plasma screen shit like that with
My
the with
dad
the,
had
with the
one,
VCR
dude.
one. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
And do you remember the Rugrats one, the orange one? Did you ever have that one? The orange VCR? Oh, you never lived then. You never really lived then.
No.
Yeah, these
Why?
stuff like it was the Rugrats movie and it was orange. It was just a good movie, and
Mm.
used to watch
Bro, if you
that
go to
one.
like the second hour, you can see this chick's titties. I swear to God. I thought you were gonna say
What?
some shit like
Oh
that.
my gosh, fucking some anime hentai shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But but yeah, man, that's as a kid, that shit was amazing. I used to watch Lion King off that shit, Toy Story. I used to have a bunch of the VCRs. You know, what I'm saying, the stacked in the basement. You know, what I'm saying, like that was, man. As a kid, bro, being childhood was fun, man. Childhood was a fun time, like
It's
for
funny, bro,
real.
but it's like dude, I've seen this clip from Cumtown called it's like about like nostalgia.
Mm.
And like Nick was just he was just talking about like how it's like you just can't get stuck on that. I gotta send it to you. Like it was
Yeah.
actually like very very good.
Mm.
And he was
It's
just
hard.
talking
It's
about
easy to. It's easy to,
yeah
but.
yeah because he was saying he's like dude I watched like the same Simpsons episodes like when I was like young and all that. And he's like the shit
Mhm.
is just sad and like depressing. It's like so
Yeah,
stupid
I
and
mean,
shit.
I still watch the same Futurama shows or episodes. I still watch
It's
the
just coming
same.
back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I think it did come back already
This
this
month
month.
is coming
Yeah,
back.
this month.
I can't
Since
wait.
this month is
Like
over. It's already came out.
it did.
28th. This is
Oh, it
28th
has to be on
today.
Hulu. You imagine I ended the stream.
You start watching this shit.
What?
Um,
That's dope.
yeah,
Okay, I
I
gotta
still
check
watch
that
the
out.
same. I still watch the same shows. I still watch the same movies: The Goonies, The Neverending Story, the Toy Story, Lion King. I just watched Lion King the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like I love my childhood. I like to make sure I'm connected to it. But
I
it
can't
definitely is
disagree.
sad though. It definitely
Yes.
is sad though. It definitely is
Yeah, for
sad.
me it's 50-50. I just can't do it too much because
Malcolm in
I
the Middle.
will Malcolm in the Middle, man.
Malcolm
Yeah.
in the Middle, man. That's I rewatch that shit yearly, at least once. At least once I watch
Yeah,
it
I just
continually.
like the environment, honestly. Like it's in
Yeah.
California and it's like it's always sunny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
Notice how they never ever say the Malcolm's last name until the end of the show.
what is
His
it?
it's Wilkerson. They never ever ever
Well, they
mention
don't
it.
say no one's last name, right?
No, no, they say the last names because they talk about their neighbors. They're like, oh, the Wilsons and this and that. They talk about,
But I'm saying about each other. Like all we know is
yeah,
Dewey, right?
yeah,
And
yeah. They never ever say their last names. But
Dewey
that's
ended up
not.
being like a fucking idiot, right? That's
No, he
sad.
was no. Oh no.
In real life, I'm saying.
Oh, in the real life, but
Yeah, he ended
in
up
the
being like a
in
crackhead or some shit.
no,
It's some
no.
wild shit. Let me look that
Really?
up. It was
I don't
something that I
know.
remember looking at it. I'm like, it actually made me depressed.
I don't
It's like
know if that, that
Dewey.
if that if that's how it went down. I don't remember. I think in the show I know he took a test that Malcolm made Reese take for him,
Hmm.
and it put him and it made him. They thought he was retarded, so they put him in the retarded class, and he loved the kids so much that he stayed.
Oh, that is
Yeah,
actually
but
sad.
he was a musical genius. They all are geniuses in their own right. Malcolm is math. Dewey is music, and Reese is cooking. They all have their all. That's but they're very bad kids. That's the
Bro,
funny part.
why do I always like remember the dumbest stupid fucking shit? I was
Yeah,
wrong. He ended up being like successful. At least this is what it looks like.
he looks like Lionel Messi, kind of.
Wow, that's funny, Mark. Yes, he does. That's
Mhm.
fucking hilarious. That's a
Yeah, it's
great
crazy, right?
comparison.
It's
That is like,
crazy, right?
yeah, this guy literally looks like he talks with a lisp.
Hmm.
Um, but let's. This is a Saturday episode, basically. It's Saturday today, guys.
It's a Saturday. That's right.
So Mark, damn, bro, this is just here. A 5-year-old who fatally shot his baby brother was on cocaine while a dead toddler had marijuana in his system. Yeah.
What the? What
A
the?
5-year-old Indiana boy who shot
What?
his baby brother dead was high on cocaine
What?
at the time, while the dead toddler had marijuana in his system, according to the prosecutors. The shocking revelation came as neglect and drug charges were
Oh my
unsealed Tuesday
goodness.
against the boys' parents, Deonta Jermaine Johnson, 27, and Shatia Tiara Welch, 24. The couple was arrested on the new charges Monday in LA.
To the
Holy
head.
shit, Mark. Young
To the head.
Isaiah Johnson died from a gunshot wound to the head after his
Unnamed.
unnamed brother found a handgun in their drug den of a home.
Wow. Wow. Johnson claimed to have been napping on the couch at the time, saying he heard a boom before he heard the 16-month-old boy dead. Before he found the boy dead. according to the prof- probable
Affidavit.
probable cause affidavit. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. This fucking kills me, bro.
Mark. Yeah. Just like a regular ass couple. Yeah, they're garbage. No, this is by far
You,
like
they don't deserve. I can't say this. Listen, man. They have a lot of stuff coming to them. And if I was in jail, if I was a one of these OGs, you would have been gone the first day. You'd probably be gone the first day.
Mark 93 fentanyl pills.
Fatty pills. These people are terrible, bro. These people are awful.
So Mark, I know you probably have a lot to say, so I wanted to leave this with you as well. If you can't save everyone, what do you do if most people end up needing to be saved? Which is like, what if 70%?
If 70% needs to be saved, but they can't be saved,
Yeah, I read it again. Hold on. If you can't save everyone, what do you do if most people end up needing to be saved?
can't save everyone. What do you do if most people need ending up saved?
Like, what if it's like, like, oh, you can't save everyone, but what if it's like, oh, it's a lot
Like,
of people you really can't save? Like, what if it really is like only like 30% of the population that's actually kind of help young kid transition to another better life or whatever the fuck?
well, like Nat Turner said, all right, this is what he did. I don't know if people know the story. What Nat Turner did was okay, he was in front of a crowd of the slaves, right? He said, everyone that wants to be free, step forward. He said there was only a couple people that, well, I don't know about the exact numbers, but there was a population of people that did step forward, right? He said the first thing we have to do to become free is look behind you and kill everyone. And they went to
They're
war.
weighing you down.
The ones that are going to be holding you back essentially are going to be stopping you and hindering you from getting to the point where you need to go.
Yeah, what I'm more getting at, bro, is just like, what if in
Like,
reality, bro, it really isn't a lot of people that are gonna be saved. There's just a lot of fucked up people. There's like,
well, we know we
look at,
see this on the day to day. How many people do you come across that are just completely clueless?
yeah, that it's a
You
lot,
know,
which is what I'm saying.
it's
Like,
90% of the people that
whatever it really is, bro, like it's gonna be like,
yes, it's
I
ninety
don't
percent
know.
of the people that you come in contact with, right? So you know, it really will be like that, man. But you can't save everyone. Some people are going to be too far gone, unfortunately. Um, that's just how it's going to be, man. Look. Even in all of history, the ones that really knew the truth, it was usually a small percentage. It wasn't everyone. It wasn't everyone. Wasn't really meant to have this type of knowledge. Unfortunately, I know it sounds kind of crazy. I know it sounds maybe not fair, but that's just how it was. They didn't the mystery system, the you know the real science wasn't really taught to everyone. So I mean, but at the same time, maybe these people are needed to function or to have a functioning society. Because as crazy as it sounds, we need workers at McDonald's.
Yeah, but do they gotta be like fucking stupid?
Yeah, I mean they're out here. Well, you know what, bro? I think it's just a what's the word, side effect of, because if they are going to be doing all these stupid, I mean, just look at the people that just did that stuff.
Bro, I'm at a loss to words, bro. That is just, bro,
I know
like,
it's crazy, and I've heard stories like this before.
really?
Yeah, that's not even the first time I've heard something like similar like that.
Really, Mark?
Yeah, bro. Yes, like that shit is trash, right? But that it's not like it is out of the ordinary, but like it's like it's normal. But like it's like but like I have heard that before. Like, but like that's what happens, bro. When these terrible ass people are having kids and they leave them in a drug den, basically a
Imagine they
trap,
send the 5-year-old to jail.
bro.
I'm sorry.
You fast forward, or you go back in time 50 to 60 years ago. Should they probably kill the kid?
I cannot. I'm sorry. I had to laugh because I'm like that shit is just
What did you hear about that
yesterday.
yesterday? Did it
Yeah, I
mess
was
with
so
you?
happy. I'm like, huh?
Did it mess with you?
When it made me very sad. Like I had to get off of it. I'm like, we'll just talk about this shit tomorrow.
Yeah,
It just made
yeah.
me very sad, dude. I was just like, I was just, which sucks. I was like, really, really put myself in that situation, and I just think about like the kids just in a room and just being innocent in the kids. Mark,
See,
one of
that's
them was
like
on cocaine.
cocaine,
How do you like just watching a
cocaine.
baby? Like, how does he shut up, yo?
My thing is clearly he saw the parents or someone doing coke and clearly wanted and imitated that stuff,
And then
right?
he
That he,
killed his little brother.
bro took the
Imagine how
gun.
he's already like, bro, he's already traumatized.
He's gone. He's too
Growing
far
up,
gone.
so there's already two
You got to kill the
generations. There's
kid. To
already
be
two
honest with you,
generations.
bro. I'm sorry. You got to kill the kid. The kid gone now. I'm so. No, maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but like, look, have him start over, because this he already done corrupted himself to the point where he just gone. He's gone. Listen, this is what Bobby Hemmett says. Don't have no kids, especially if you don't want them. This shit, and I don't fully agree with it, but I get the
I
science
would
of it.
1000% agree with that shit. Why
Right,
the
but
fuck are you
you
gonna
know,
have something you don't want?
bro,
Never wanted. That's what most of this
no,
fuck would be
I,
damaged.
no. What I don't agree with is to not have the kids, but especially if you don't want them.
Oh, okay, okay.
Right. If you don't want kids, but you just love the fucking feeling of having sex, don't have no damn kids, because number one, this life is hell. This is not something that you want to come to.
100%.
I'm going to enjoy my life, right? That's just me. But this shit is not where you want to go. If you're
honestly.
if you're outside this dimension, you don't want to come here.
Why
This
would
is a
you want to bring
prison.
somebody to this shit?
This is prison.
It is.
You know, as shitty as that sounds, this is what they all say. None this stuff does not end happy. This doesn't have a happy ending.
Bro, it's not
Not
hard
on
to
our
convince
level.
somebody that.
Like, what do you mean exactly?
It's bro. Everybody has been hit hard by life. They know this shit is garbage.
Yeah, yeah,
Most people have been,
yeah.
they have
They've
scars.
been. Yeah, you can make it the best. You know, I'm not saying that. Don't misconstrue my message by saying life is just trash. It can be trash, but what I'm trying to get at, and this is past people's heads probably, is that coming to this realm, this three-dimensional realm, is not necessarily where you want to be.
No,
Even
that's why it's temporary.
yeah, even in religions, the goal is to get out. You know,
I don't want to be here, bro.
whether you believe it or not, you know, in the religion itself, that's arbitrary. But in all these religions, the main thing is to get out. But also another question you got to ask is, why the hell was you put in here? That's another question you got to ask, but that's for another time.
Like what we talked about last episode.
That's right. You know, but I mean, bro,
It's just,
that is
like I've
trash.
always told you, bro. Like since you've known me, like my life is good. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. But it's just life in general. The world, it's fucking garbage.
It's garbage.
And that it's that to the point that
It's-
sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to be here like that. It's just looking at where the world is going, and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, man, I just want to throw in the towel, bro. Like, I know
mean,
that
the world
sounds
is trash.
wild. It's
Yeah,
really not like in a depressing way. It's just I
right.
just don't want to be here. I'm
There's just
tired
a
of
lot
like
of
hearing the
shit.
same thing with the. I'm tired of waking up and being like and looking at my phone and hearing that like, oh, Trump's gonna get indicted for something else, when he's like actually like trying to help us out or some shit.
Right.
You know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
they're trying to get what does he say? Like they're trying to get they're trying to get us. He's just in the way. You know.
Yeah, man.
But
I try to look at. I find things beautiful in the world.
100%. You
Right.
need to.
And
You
you got
have
to.
to.
You got to.
If not, I mean how that is, bro. That's how it used to be. Like in high school, I used to just be just a dark ass mind.
There's no
No
happiness.
optimism, just very pessimistic, like with
Right.
everything. I'm like
Yeah.
everyone sucks. I hate everybody, and I want to
Yeah.
like smash everybody's faces. And like
Yeah.
you know,
It's not a fun place to be.
it really isn't.
You
But
know?
balance.
Closest thing I've ever been to like that was when I used to watch Rick and Morty religiously, and I started to take on the traits of, not the traits but the mindset of Rick Sanchez, because once you get to a certain point, you start to realize Rick is actually right, but he's looking at it wrong. He's basically saying
They
life,
can't give you all of it, bro.
but
You know what I'm getting at?
not. I know you're getting that, but at the same time, it's like it's just a way of looking at it, right? Like He's just basically saying
Like
life
he's not
doesn't
wrong. You're
doesn't.
saying?
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. He's just that's a depressing and trash way to look at it. And you can there's multiple ways to look at it because what he's saying is what he believes is there's nothing. Life does not matter. We are just a minuscule blimp in time that is not going to mean shit
Nope.
after we're gone, before we're here. But also at the same time, what other lives, whatever souls that we impact while we are here, it is going to matter. We are going to go, the history will be made. So it all depends on how you look at it. And I used to adopt that thing where, nothing matters, bro. It was just bad. I mean, I was just depressed. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, man, like this shit really is. And I just wouldn't care about shit. I wasn't really like, in like a terrible space, but I just didn't care about anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't me for sure. It wasn't me. But for me, that's a stage of consciousness that you have to get through. Well, at least certain people, right?
Yeah.
You get to a point where you say, "Oh, damn! Like, okay, I'm here. I'm a human being. I have a soul. What am I?" And then you get out of you get out of Christianity. You start to question so much things. You're like, "Damn! Okay, so why are we really here? What is our purpose?" And
Yeah, everyone has that, like an existential crisis or whatever.
yeah. It's a part of being. It's part of going through the consciousness, man, and
Yeah,
that's
being
what you got to
a
do.
normal functioning human being, people that
But
don't have
people don't
that
have
are
that.
yeah, those are like the crazy people that are just they're born in a Walmart and they're gonna die like checking your receipt.
That's
So
most people, though. That's most
yes,
people.
which is what why I was mentioning this shit earlier, bro. What if most people need to be fucking saved? What if it's like literally like only like
30% people.
what if it's literally, bro, like only like a 1 billion, like only it's I mean. It can't be 1 billion, bro, and there's only like
Bro,
9 billion in the world. Imagine how many people are actually gonna,
well,
you
I'll
know what
tell
I'm
you.
saying?
See, it's metaphysical, bro. And the reason why I say that is
What does that
because
mean? Like you mean like say we can't like what do you mean by that?
we
Like
can't necessarily see because the ones that will be stuck down here will be stuck down here and they won't know what they're missing in the first place. So it's not going to really matter for them.
oh, you're looking at it very deep, yeah.
Very, very deep because if they can't be saved, me personally, I think they're just going to keep cycle. They're going to keep coming down here. And they're not going to ascend to the next level.
But ever, Mark, it sounds like. And it sounds like that is their destiny.
It might be.
And for me, it feels like such a waste of
Maybe all
energy or a person, I guess.
Maybe all of the artificials will stay down here, and all the people eventually, the real souls, will go up. Maybe that is. I don't know.
You never
Right?
know, man. That just sounds
Right?
like the rapture.
Hey,
Like like just
yeah,
another
yeah,
leaf.
yeah. I know. I get definitely what you're saying, right? I mean, and all these things could be interpreted in a certain way, right? We, again, like I always say, man, we read these old books with the wrong eyes. We think these things are literal, but you just opened my eyes right there. If the rapture is talking about people ascending to heaven, how could it not mean at the same time that people are ascending to a different dimension? It means the same shit.
I mean, it is.
I mean, technically, but
It technically is. I think.
they're putting it in a physical aspect. They're saying, okay, people are going to start levitating and going
Well,
up to
because
heaven.
it's your spirit. Like when we.
But
I mean,
the spirit, when you'd be gone from this physical body, you would not.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
It could be your spirit. So it's like obviously you're gonna go to somewhere.
Right. Okay. True. But I guess how it's portrayed, which is obviously wrong in the first place. How it's portrayed is your body. So, but that's obviously movies, Hollywood type shit. So I'm thinking in that aspect, but that's wrong. Anyway.
Scary it would be, bro. If that is really like what's gonna happen. It's fucking.
I'm dead. You know what I'm saying?
It's fucking scary.
I've already made that peace. I've already made my peace with that shit, man. For real. Like I mean, look, man. I told you, bro. I used to spend out months contemplating, like, bro, am I going to hell? Like, because
so you're really like, because I feel like me, bro. Even if I was like an atheist, I'd always be like, damn, what if hell is real? Like, you really made peace with them?
I made peace with the. I don't even want to say this shit. Oh, but I just made peace with the fact. I made peace with the idea of me possibly being wrong.
Yeah, of course.
Right, because we don't know everything.
Everyone has to kind of.
I think if you don't do that, you're being delusional.
And and closed
minded. Right, you're being closed minded, right? Because at the end of the day, bro, you don't know anything for certain. Yes. You don't even know if your mother is your mom. You don't remember coming out her
100%. You
room.
don't know that the doctor switched the babies by accident,
You have
and he
no
just happened to
clue.
look like her.
You are taking her word for it,
There's a lot of shit like that.
right? You just don't know 100%, and that's something that you need to come to terms with as being a human being, and it's okay to not know everything 100%, but as well, some things need to make sense,
Yes,
right?
at
Some
least
things,
to you.
right?
Would you say,
If
Mark?
if like, yeah, definitely, right? Because there's certain shit that we're told as kids, or just in general, we're told as we grow up that don't make any sense, yet we take it. I'll tell you an example. This is a very minuscule example. This is not really like a big one, but like I remember I was watching Scooby Doo, like when I was a young kid, Scooby Doo the movie, and the song "Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side." That song came on, right?
And
And I,
Scooby Doo?
yeah, because
What the fuck?
they're cooking, right? Yeah, but listen, that movie, bro,
Was that like
that was riddled.
what's
That's a
the
live
live
action one.
action? I
Yes,
knew it.
yes,
I
yes.
knew it.
That movie was riddled with adult jokes. Riddled.
Wasn't that the one in theaters?
Yeah,
I
yes,
saw that one.
yes.
Wow,
That one, no, that one's an amazing movie. It's a
I
very good movie.
completely forgot about that,
Yes.
bro.
In the scene, right? They're literally in the car, and the top of it is smoking. So it's like you think they're in hot box.
He really is a fucking hippie.
Yeah, he's a stoner, bro. He's a straight stoner.
They don't even
bro.
hide it. I thought it was just like a
Bro,
coincidence.
the girl that he meets in the movie is her name is Mary Jane.
Yeah, Mary Jane. Yeah.
Mary Joanna. That's her name is Mary Jane. He goes, oh, Jinkies, or no, he says Zoinks. That's my favorite name. The movie
That is,
is riddled
man,
with
that fucks
adult
me up,
humor.
bro.
Yeah, but in the movie, right, that scene comes on and they're eating, right? You know, they zoom into the movie into the smoking. Oh, this is a kid movie. And I asked my mother, what is a Dutchie? Right? I asked her what that. She told me it was a frying pan.
That's a good
Kid you,
guess. That's a good.
bro, I kid you not. I might have been like maybe 15 or 16 to probably start smoking until I realized the Dutchie was not a frying pan.
Dad, did
Yeah.
you ever tell her or no?
No, I never told it. Nah.
Right? I'd
I
be so
never told her.
stupid.
Right.
I find out like your eyes are
right.
red as
Yeah,
fuck.
that's right. Yo,
Your
it's
ass
crazy,
up.
right? Because when I used to smoke as a kid, my eyes never turned red. My eyes never turned red, bro. There was one time my mom asked me if I was smoking weed. I was, but one time, grade
That should be
10,
the worst.
and I said no, and she believed. I don't lie to really my mom, and I don't really lie to my parent. Like I don't really be lying like that, right? And I really didn't like to lie. So my mom always had that trust. Like if there's anything that I need to tell her, I would tell her, and she gonna be good. Like she might be mad at first, but we gonna get over it, right?
That's good.
So yeah, that's a really good relationship with my mom. But so she believed me off the jump, right? But my eyes never turned red. I mean, I may have smelled some here, but I was always very careful, man. Very careful. I would smoke, you know what I'm saying? I would stay outside for a couple hours. My eyes don't get red. Come home, 12, 1 o'clock, whatever. Go home, you know what I'm saying? She had the munchies, you feel me? Come through.
Yeah.
This is grade 10. This is grade 9, grade 10, 9, 11, 12, area.
Bro, I'm so glad I didn't do shit in high school. Oh my god.
It's not for everyone.
I would
it's
have
not
not.
for everyone.
I would not have graduated.
Yeah,
I barely graduated without it.
It's a hard. Well, it depends on your personality, man.
That's
really, right? Because for me, I'm glad I did do it in high school, because if I did do it when it did matter,
I got out of your system.
Right, I got out of I got so much stuff out of my system as a kid that you have dudes out here wanting to do. Nothing wrong with you wanting to do psychedelics and all that stuff, right? I mean, nothing wrong at all. Like I'm not, but I'm saying I literally have done that stuff so much that I don't need to do it at all anymore. I'm actually what's the word? What's opposite of attracted to it?
Unattracted.
I guess I'm unattracted to it. I don't want to do any of it. Like I generally don't want to do anything at all.
I can see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I've already done all that. Like I don't need any of it. There's nothing that I don't need it.
Bro, there's people like I was listening to Eric Andre, bro. Like he's deep into psychedelics, bro. He had like some he bought like LSD, bro, from like the 60s. This is a specific strain that was like made in like 60s or the 70s in a lab. Really? Like was like one of the original like LSD or whatever the fuck. Wow. Man, like he is really, and he was talking about ayahuasca and just
all. I have a dude that actually made DMT.
Really, I have
Yeah.
like a whole article on my phone on like how to make it. I think I sent it to you, maybe.
That's the only one I want to try. That and
Oh
ayahuasca,
my god, bro! I would literally I would have a heart attack. I could not. I couldn't.
bro.
On
If you
DMT, are you fucking crazy?
if you believed you'd be okay, you'd be okay. That's it.
Well, I'm not gonna die. It's just I feel like it would just be too much for me to handle.
Yeah, I mean it might, but you know, I mean,
Or this is it's like
my friend told me, he said there was things that he saw that there was no way he could put into words, and it only lasts 15 minutes.
yeah.
But it
Alex
feels
Jones
like
said, bro, like he
feels
felt
like
like,
days.
bro, he had a family, and he felt like he had already been there living in wherever the fuck he was at for 3 months, and he had said he had a family, bro, and he was like living in like Antarctica or something like that, bro. And he was like
Bro,
chopping timber, and he was
isn't
crying.
that
It was like an
scary?
emotional moment.
That's
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
scary.
fuck that.
I mean, like like that's one thing where I'm like, okay, like that's something that you got to build up for, right? I think I can handle it, definitely. Ayahuasca, I would definitely do first, right? Because that's the more mellowish version of it, and it lasts a little bit longer, but it's like it's not as intense. But like for the fact, like I watched this documentary, right? You probably seen it, to be honest with you. But like this dude said he thought he was there for years, and he started crying. Like he looked like he started crying,
Oh
like his
my
eyes were
God,
watering.
bro. That's
Bro,
terrifying.
it would be scary for you to think that you were been there for you, and then you just wake up, boom, and you only been out for 50 minutes, and you could have fell in love with the women, you could have had kids, you
Nope.
could have been married, bro, you could have been successful, you know. But a lot of times, bro, these guys they meet gods for them to tell them certain things. The elves, yeah, they see different shapes that they've never seen on Earth, different colors, right, and I just it's so interesting to me, man.
It is
Because
definitely
every living thing has DMT in it.
I honestly feel like that is what transports you to the afterlife, and
I think,
especially, bro, when it's like you know how people have those lives or whatever the fuck, and in the hallucinations. I feel like it's because you could relate it to your life flashing before your eyes
what you
before
mean
you
nine
die.
lives? You mean nine
No, no,
lives?
no. And what we were just talking about, like they
What like
hallucinate, like they've been living in the fucking hallucination for like whatever, however long.
right?
Maybe that could be like, you know how people would be like, "Oh, my life flashed before my eyes." Maybe some shit like
Yes.
that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel like when you die, because that's the that
Yeah.
chemical leaks.
Yeah. Rushes.
Yeah,
Rushes.
so I feel like
Yeah.
as you see a bunch of shit, you have that shit, maybe shit
Oh,
in
I
your
get what you're
life, and then
saying.
you get
Yeah. Yeah. I get what you're saying. I think, which I agree with that. I think what DMT is the specific molecule that is actually giving us this reality right now. For me to see you, you to see me.
Or
But
the
it's
opposite.
no, because it's so minuscule at a functioning level that we're not out here seeing fucking what we perceive as gods and what we perceive as fucking having crazy shapes and crazy experiences, because it's such a little small level at what it's supposed to be designed to be leaking at. It's just giving us this reality. That's what I think. Do you get where I'm coming from?
I definitely do. I had a good question. Damn, I don't know, but it's just I don't know. DMT is just
Right, because if every living thing has it, right, and we're we're not the only ones, but we're the main ones that kind of create and mold a certain reality, because every reality is a unique to yourself. Your reality is different from mine. My reality is different from yours.
perception.
Right? Our perception of our reality, a perception of what the hell we see every day is different. Right? So that could be that very and the fact that it rushes and you see a big glimpse of your life at the end makes me think. And then when you take it as a drug, you got to take a lot, right? And then you start seeing craziness, right? Or what we perceive as craziness. So to me, it's what it gives us this ability to even have this reality, right?
I've always like every time I think about LSD, I think about like the CIA, like when they would have people on drips. Or no, what the Alex Jones episode I keep telling you to watch.
Right. Oh
When
my
he talks
God.
about the
Oh
higher
my
ups, bro, being
God.
literally on
Let me get to that,
DMT,
then.
bro, literally a bag of DMT. Mark, 15 minutes feels like that, bro. They would literally be on that shit for hours.
Hours.
You imagine how that's the shit they saw, the shit they
Oh my
like.
gosh. Hours. And what was the purpose of it again?
Get back and to invent shit or do evil shit. Yeah, so it's
So I
something like
thought
that.
I thought it was they were trying to get certain technologies.
Yes, but it was like to do bad, like things like that. It was like nothing
Okay.
like positive, basically. Alex Jones was making it seem.
Okay.
It was just
Okay.
wild shit,
Wow.
bro. And then also, I mean, there's also Mark. What the fuck is adrenochrome?
Man, I have not heard that name in a while since the Young Pharaoh days.
Oh, they're
Maybe
gonna
but
say since
young,
Fear and Loathing in Las
Fear and
Vegas.
Loathing in
You
Las
ended up seeing it,
Vegas.
right?
Yeah, I watched it. I
Oh
watched
yeah,
it.
that show was a good movie, right?
Yeah, it was
Oh
good. It
my
was a
god.
movie you gotta be fucked up to watch for sure.
Yes, yes,
It's, I
I
mean, it
loved it.
does definitely does it justice if you do
Great
that.
movie.
But
Literally was written by Hunter S. Thompson.
yeah, see, I still don't know. I mean, I know because you told me, but I still don't know who that is.
He
Like,
was just like he was just a badass fucking journalist, bro. Like he would be like he lived with like the Hell's Angels for like a week, and he was like a journalist just studying them. Wild shit.
and he do like crazy drugs, obviously.
Yeah, did crazy drugs. I guess he was like a good author. I mean, he wrote that movie. I mean, Johnny
Oh, he wrote
Depp
the
is
movie.
supposed. Yeah. Johnny Depp is supposed to be
Supposed to be
Hunter S.
him.
Thompson. Yeah.
Right.
So I mean,
Wow.
shit was wild.
Yeah, no, that movie is crazy. Like, I
Very
mean,
good movie.
personally, there are certain things that you need to stay away from. Personally, and one of it, we just saw this in the start of the show, cocaine. You know, what I'm saying the that dirty, the nose booger or the booger sugar. You feel me? You gotta stay away from that stuff, man.
You're on that shit right
Um,
now.
oh hell no, not my lifetime. Shoot.
Damn.
But there's certain things you just need to stay away from. But the fact that the dude did adrenochrome at the end, what have you heard of it? What have you heard of it? What is your perception of adrenochrome, bro?
Mark, do you know anything about it?
Mhm.
You do know stuff about it? Okay. Um, basically, it's just like I don't know if they really use it to make yourself look young. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't really. I feel like it's definitely for something else. I feel like it's a high or something else. But it's basically like they get little kids and they scare them to the point that they secrete something. Isn't it in their pineal gland?
Maybe,
Or is I know
maybe.
it's something somewhere in the forehead, somewhere around here. It could be that. And they like extract blood from it, and they put that blood. That shit just sounds crazy, bro. Like they put that blood, I guess, in like what their skin, and it makes them like look younger.
That's what the like the normal idea census of it is. Yeah, like they put them in they put it all over the face and it makes them younger. I feel like it has much more properties than that.
Definitely, Margaret,
You
because it's
know,
like there's
just
so
to be
much.
young,
Because it, yeah,
just to
because
be
I feel like
young.
they would do it to older people and everything, but why just little kids? It's something
Yeah,
pure. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
There.
yeah, exactly. There got to be some more stuff to it, man. Which I think there is, and but it's like, but and that's kind of like the that is the kind of the top part of the child trafficking kind of ring. Like that's what they're saying. That's like the reason to do these things.
Yeah, because they
You
want to be
remember
here forever.
they want to be here forever. My thing is, bro, do you want to live forever, bro?
I was just gonna tell you that. I'm telling you, my theory is, bro, them people don't want to get cooked in hell. That's my
They
honest
know
theory.
something. I know that. They know
They
something.
know something.
They know something, bro, because they wouldn't be doing this shit. They wouldn't be trying to enjoy this life. Well, you know what though? At the same time, look, gotta peep this, right?
Mm-hmm.
These fellas don't have the
These
correct
good
melanin.
fellas.
They don't have the correct melanin.
Very true. Why are
So,
all of them like that?
well, number one, because they got to do certain things to even get. Listen, the melanin is such an important component of the spirituality, right? That's why every indigenous people on this earth had a spirituality, had a
Mm,
real spirituality,
that's a good point.
right? None of them, listen, all of them knew about the stars, knew about the constellations, knew about technology, knew about electricity, knew about there is stuff in Egypt, there's stuff in Africa about flying saucers, cars, airplanes. Yeah, look it up. Airplanes, way before
Yeah.
the Wright brothers, way before them. All right, they knew about this shit. Okay, yet they didn't take it to the next level as we are. Why is that?
What
Where
do
are we
you
going?
mean?
They didn't take it to the level where they have artificial intelligence about to kill us in 20 years.
Oh, that's a good point, Mark.
They knew that this stuff was going to end in a certain way. And maybe that's the reason why they didn't go so, because they had the computer chips. If you didn't know, they had computer chips back in ancient Africa.
Because I mean, where does the whole AI thing, the whole is, what it is, Mark. This is a good one, bro. Because the way we view technology and they view technology is completely different. They looked at it as a way to, I mean, we do as well, but they were way more inclined towards furthering us and like
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm getting at? And we look at it as more as like commodities, like, oh, should I go put my chair up? You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, should
Right.
I go
Right.
watch porn on my? You know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 Yeah.
So that's why, Mark,
That's a really good point, and I don't know where that stems from, bro. I'm trying to.
being fucking lazy,
Yeah.
being
Well,
tired, and out being
that's
brainwashed, and like the
yeah.
government telling you, work your ass off. Once you get out of work, man, watch TV, drink that beer, smoke
True.
that blunt, chill, eat a
True.
cheeseburger.
Conditioning.
Yeah.
Conditioning to the
And I
highest
mean, we
level,
have our phones. Like
to the highest
everyone
degree.
wants to know his phone. You want to watch you want to have a big TV. You know what I'm saying?
You about to call
For
me out?
I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like
no, no. Yeah, yeah,
we're just more inclined
yeah.
towards this
Right,
than like bro. What if there were floating buildings? You know what I'm saying?
right,
That's how they
right.
thought. Because the water
Which
was different.
yes, the water, oxygen, the mindset, the
Is this
brain, the
this is just
food.
a cycle, bro? Like, I don't know if it's a cycle, bro. Honestly, I feel like
I
it's
think it is.
literally a straight line. Like we're
I think
literally
it's a
like,
cycle, bro.
you know
I
why,
think.
Mark? You know why I don't know if it's a cycle? Because I don't know if these type of fucking people that we have now, have they ever, has this shit happened the way
What?
we are right? This shit is happening now. Like we're fucking like retarded.
But okay, well, me and you already talked about this many
You know what
times,
I'm
but
getting at?
I know what you're saying. I know, and about my thing is right. How do we know we have not been here even
No, of course,
farther?
it's just a theory. What do you
Right? Oh
mean?
no,
Oh yeah, yeah. The line is long,
multiple
brother.
times, multiple times.
Yes,
Right?
I
We
mean
could have
it's
been,
millions,
we could have
millions,
millions, and we could
billions.
have been here at the fucking pinnacle of technology and crashed and burned 800,000 times, and we wouldn't know squat.
So, Mark, what do you think? How do you think the first people were, bro? Because you don't really believe in Adam and Eve and all that stuff, right?
I no, I don't. I guess
So,
not.
what do you think happened? Like, was it just with the whole, the water thing and all that? Like, was it just one person, then another? Like, what's
Well,
your theory?
okay. There's not really a story. Okay, there is stories, but they're all myths.
Yes.
They're all myths.
Yes.
They're no.
Which
There's no.
fucking sucks.
It does. It's yeah.
In
Yeah.
a
I
way,
mean,
because
yeah. In
remember
a way.
what I told you, bro? Like when the Muslim guy was debating the African spiritualist, he was saying like your stuff is like, you know what I'm getting at?
It's so old, and there's not
A
really
lot of like myths to it,
right,
you know.
and but
And the guy
that's
was like, he like kind of
it
agreed
sucks
to
at
an
the same
extent.
yeah, exactly. It sucks, but at the same time, there's a beauty in it, right?
Yeah,
Because
and it's like it'll be it's kind of like it's realistic that, bro. Like you've said to
how
me
the hell
before, how the fuck are we gonna preserve like that shit?
millions of years?
Like
How
it's
bones are
literally
going to
like,
disintegrate? The meteors are going to hit the Earth. I mean, it's just not feasible, right? But to answer your question, right, the mythologies is that there was the mother and the father, right? Somehow the mother apparently went off and had an incomplete son,
hmm
meaning she had a son by herself, not with the father energy, not with the masculine. And father and mother only means electric and magnetic. It's hard to understand at first, but as I said, is magnetic energy, which is a female, and electric energy. If I'm
oh, I
yes,
kind of get it,
they're
like
just they're two
attracting and shit like that,
attracting and it's hard to
and
explain.
pulling
Yes,
or something
yes,
like that.
yeah. So they're different. That's why in the Earth's core, there's a magnetic
Field.
yes, there's a magnetic field, right? So they're just two different energies, but the ancient people put them in the aspect of mother and father. Okay, so breakdown. In the mythologies, the mother goes away, has a child, has a child that essentially is half a god, right? She's not complete. That god goes ahead and creates a world, creates a physical world, right? That god, because he's not fully a god, or he's not a full god. He doesn't have every component. The other complete ones, I guess they try to overthrow him or something like that, but they lose somehow, right? He takes the material of the full gods,
hmm
breaks them up, and makes them into humans.
Yes, Mark.
But he is jealous, and this is why they say, and this is why in the Bible, I'm not sure in the Quran, but the Christian God, that's why they said he's a jealous God, because he's jealous of us being complete versus him being half. And this is why he needs you to worship him, because he needs the power that me and you possess, because we are full, we are complete in a way, because we're still split up.
But Mark, like, you
Right.
didn't really answer me though, bro. Because it's like, what does that have to do with like the first human? Like, continue your story. You were
Well, that's why
saying
I don't.
after,
Go
like
ahead.
after you said, okay, so they made humans, right?
Yes, the story, but again, it's not literal. It's not a
Uh,
literal thing. It's not.
so okay, so
It's
Mark,
all energy.
this is what I wanted to ask you, bro. So it's like, how do you think they interpreted things if most of it was mythology? Because at the end of the day, no way you cut it, no how advanced,
Right.
no matter
Well,
how advanced you are, bro, you still got these eyes, these hands,
right.
things that
How
you're
do you
still gonna.
think they? Right. How do you think? How do I think they interpreted it?
Yes, because look how much is I
I
don't know.
think.
I don't want to say watered down or washed up, but it's so like
Yeah.
hidden. And
Yes. Yes. Yes.
story.
I think the average person didn't know anything about this stuff.
I'm talking
Average.
about back then, bro.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's hard to
They're
say.
the ones who fucking I don't know left
Yeah.
the
Right.
shit for
Well,
us to
but
even be like,
right.
oh shit, they
But
thought like
even
that.
so, even the earliest records of our stuff, right, is there's still a mystery
Oh,
system. Remember now,
it's just yeah.
The European wanted to get into the mystery system. That's why he created Christianity.
So Mark, this is like a whole. This will be a whole other episode, but like we would really have to dig into like all these theories. That I don't really disagree with that you have on the Bible because my what I always think about, bro, when you make these connections and stuff, bro, I always think about the authors of the Bible. I'm like, so then did they know this? Did they have this in mind? You know,
Well,
regardless of who wrote
yeah,
the Bible, I think
right.
we could find like who wrote like chapters and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, probably, yeah. I mean,
We
there's a
definitely
way.
could.
If there's a
Yeah,
will, there's a way. I
there's
agree.
a way. So I'm saying, so those people, I'm like, do you think they knew this shit or like, what is
Yes,
your
yes.
okay?
That's just yeah. And this is what I was going to say. My interpretation of the Bible is the people that wrote this stuff were high priests slash scientists slash magicians. They knew this stuff and they put it in the art. They're telling a story and they're illustrating a story, but they want the reader, they want the person reading the stuff to read between the lines and figure it out for themselves.
It's
And
just
I know it's
It's just because that's
inconvenient.
only one layer, Mark. I'm saying, like, remember, there's also motherfuckers like King James and all that shit who
Well,
did
King
evil
James is
shit
an
and killed
evil,
people.
yeah, yeah,
But I'm
he
saying they
was a
also
mother.
fucked with the Bible.
They
So
did,
they
but
also have the authors
but
of the Bible, and then now you have these
but
people
can
who
you?
print out the Bible and all that. So
But
it's like
we can't even call him the author though.
I'm not.
Right, right.
Not. I
But
mean, none of them. I mean, the people that are right that obviously wrote like there's chapters about them. We could say like they wrote it.
yeah, yeah. The
But
gospel of
I'm saying like what you just said, bro. Like we have like, what do you say, high ranking masters and stuff. Now we have two tiers of that because you have,
oh, okay, I see what you're
you
saying.
have the people
Well,
that
yeah,
because at the end of the day, these two people push it in the Bible or like
I
misconstrued it
agree.
or
I
whatever.
agree. But you were also forgetting that though they may, what they usually did, bro, is add and kind of misconstrue a little bit of things, right?
Yes,
And
yes, you
but
could literally see it. You
right,
could literally see it.
but the stories, the core stories, let there be light. That didn't change, right? Okay,
Uh,
explain. Go
I'm
ahead.
like, cause there's some verses, bro, like in certain Bibles that it's like, holy shit, that like kind of fucks shit up, kind of like the
Go ahead.
it
Yeah,
fucks up the doctrine.
I got you.
In certain
I got
ways,
you. I got
I
you.
mean, easy
Yeah.
example. Like, look at the 1611 Bible, and then look at the regular KJV
KJV.
Bible, bro. Like the additional books and all that. It literally fucks up the
Okay, but no,
whole
give me an example.
doctrine.
And I agree with you,
Well,
but
I mean, okay, how about like worshiping Mary? That's a Catholic thing.
dude, yeah,
Christians
that's
are
a
like, no,
Catholic
no,
thing.
but that because there's a verse in there that says, oh, you should also love his mom and shit like that.
Okay, yeah,
So that
but
changes the
what?
entire doctrine. I mean, and to
Okay,
get
yes.
deeper in it, like the
Okay,
Christians
yes.
is just the Holy
Just
Spirit, the
it's just
Father, and
Christ.
Jesus, and then
It's
for
just about
Catholics,
worshiping
it's like
Christ.
the Mother and all these saints and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So that
My
changes
thing
it
is
completely.
true. That's you're not wrong at all. But you used a certain word, which I don't like that word. Doctrine.
Doctrine.
Yeah.
Well, no, what I'm saying by and I know I feel like and I had a feeling you were gonna say that, bro. Because what I'm getting at doctrine is just like the core beliefs.
Right, exactly. What they believe in.
Yeah, like the whole like
Right, but right,
they're like
and
the
right, yeah,
Holy
yeah.
Spirit and all that, you
I
know.
agree, I agree, I agree. My thing is right is let's look at the story,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Though they may have said in the Bible, okay, worship, Mary. What is that core story? We know
Oh, I
one
see where you're getting. I mean,
because
it does and
the
it doesn't.
mythology is in the story. The mythology is in God saying,
Yes.
"Let there be light." God, the mythology is in God having a full on worldwide flood. It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter what people certainly said in
Yes, you're
between
getting
that.
at like the big things, I
The
guess.
big, essentially, the core. Oh yeah, I guess to put it in the easy words, yes, the big events.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting at. I don't
Okay.
really care about really the.
I
Well, I
wonder
do.
who
I
I wonder who
do.
wrote that, bro. Or
Well,
that you
that
think those
look
is them people that you're getting at.
the what is it called? The what are they called again? The
What, bro?
flood. The
Okay.
flood story is in over 300 religions and cultures.
It must
The
have
flood.
happened then.
It happened. It
It
had to
happened.
happen. If like I said,
So
bro, I already told
so
you.
that so then Mark,
Uh,
bro, we're going like mad deep on this episode. But like so if that's true then we can't
yeah.
say it was made up or it was like written by a high ranking, because it happened.
Yeah, but at the same time, no, true. Good point, right? Good point. At the same time, they weave in certain things to kind of throw you off.
Yes.
So number one, why the hell did they tell us that Noah put two of every animal in that?
I agree.
Logically, that doesn't make sense because
Man.
how the hell are you gonna fit all those?
I know it's different in the Quran.
What is it in the Quran?
I honestly can't remember, honestly, but I know it was. Let me see if I can look it up.
Yeah, because
It could be. I know there's a variation, something like that.
and then okay, he put them in the he put them in the thing, right? You tell me he gonna populate the whole world with his sons
Yeah,
and the wife?
that's a
So
story, bro. Really?
I think
Like,
it's something. It's
like
something
they just yeah,
similar
like
like that.
everybody died and they just repopulated the whole
It was
world again.
it was the sons, bro, and I'm pretty sure it may have been like his wife or maybe one of them had. There was only there was a small percentage of girls there that
Oh, I
actually went
forgot
out
we've
there.
been through this, bro. There's so much on it. I would
Um,
just end up having to read it. I'm saying there's like chapters and like there's so many like um. I'm trying to see if I can find like a summary or something.
just give the gist of it if you can.
Okay.
Like what's different, what's the same.
Okay. Let me see if I could just find that Noah's Ark in
The Quran. How do you say it? Quran.
Quran. Yeah, the Holy
Quran.
Quran. Yeah, the Holy Quran.
Quran.
The Bible and the Quran also diverge on the fate of Noah's family. In the Bible, all of Noah's immediate family is saved, including his three sons. But the Quran mentions a son of Noah who rejects the ark, instead choosing to take refuge on a mountain where he is drowned. Holy shit!
Do they talk about the women in there? Because they said they
I'm
was
pretty
three
sure.
sons. But they said the three sons. What about the women though?
Let me see.
What is that? What is that?
My AC.
Okay, I'm
Is it
like,
really loud?
kinda. I thought it was the echo.
That's fucking funny.
That's what I thought.
Dang, how would I find this?
Just ask how many women were
Oh, okay. Well, how many women died in the flood?
no, how many
Or
women were on the ark?
oh, okay.
Because logically, that's gonna play a big part in them repopulating the whole entire world.
Three wives of three wives of Noah's Ark.
Three wives. Hmm.
But no, that's in the Bible. Okay, Noah.
Damn, that shit is loud, bro. I'm not gonna front.
Really?
That's loud.
Holy shit! Imagine I just melted.
I was gonna say something. I didn't. I was like, yeah, your ass is gonna heat up, stay hot. I mean, it's not super important. I mean, it is, but at the same time, if you can't find it, you can't find it. Um,
So though, no, this is the Bible as well. Dang.
Yeah,
Um.
it's all right, bro. It's all right.
Okay.
But you know, there's just certain things that don't really add up. You know what I'm saying? Logically and physically. You know what I'm saying?
What were you looking for, bro? Like,
I was thinking that it was only the wife that came through on the plane on the ark, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna repopulate the whole world with just the wife. Like
that's
they're
just
they're gonna be
damn. Yeah.
smashing the mom and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like what the hell? It's weird. But I mean, if the story is
Bro,
three
a flood
wives,
is terrifying.
bro,
Can you
worldwide
imagine
flood,
seeing that?
a
I
worldwide
wonder
flood.
how high the water. I feel like literally just the ocean just like came out, like all of them. They
Well,
just
remember
filled
now,
with
the
that.
story is from other cultures as well. Is that it came from the sky?
Oh, like just rain.
Remember,
Oh,
no,
yeah. I mean, isn't it like that in the Bible though? Isn't that
it's
like
it rained for
the whole
40 days and
rainbow?
40 nights. Oh well, that was a reminder that God would never
Make it rain
flood,
that hard
no,
again, or something
or
like that, or
make it flood again,
yeah,
flood
but
the
it
whole
was
world.
something about like that's why there's a rainbow after
Yeah.
a rainstorm or whatever,
Oh
because
yeah, 'cause it's a reminder that God would never flood the earth
by making
like,
it rain,
by
OD.
rain. I suppose. I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. But um, it rained for 40 days, 40 nights. But the thing is, the water may have been this firmament that these flat earthers talk about.
Yeah,
Remember?
I don't know why that sounds
Remember,
funny. Yeah.
like maybe there really was like a ocean on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe there was, bro. Again, I'm not a flat earther, right? I'm not a flat earther. You know, I think it's very interesting to what the things that they talk about. I really do. I think it's extremely interesting, but you know, at the same time, I don't really care what shape the Earth is.
Here we
We're
have
still out
this,
here
bro.
struggling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
What?
we have this. It says, "In the days of old, Noah cried to us, and we are the best to hear prayer. And we delivered him and his people from the great calamity, and made his progeny to endure on this earth. And we left this blessing for him among generations to come in later times, peace and salutations to Noah among the nations."
Peace and salutations among the nations. That's a bar right there. That shit rhymes.
And also in the Quran, it states, "God did choose Adam and Noah, the family of Abraham, and the family of Imran above all people."
Mm. So why you put them first? I'm always have a question, bro. I'm always be like, all right, why? You know what I'm
No, very
saying?
as you should. No,
Yeah, you know what I'm
as you
saying.
should, bro. I mean, bro, if someone comes up to you and is like, "This is from God," you're gonna pick the shit out of it apart.
Got to.
You have to.
Who
This is
made
why
you
there's
the
like,
who made you the
yeah,
one?
yeah, no, literally, yeah,
You know.
literally, yeah.
Did you hear about maybe where do I have it? I think I have it here. There was yeah the Pfizer building destroyed today by a tornado
That was
a couple
like
days ago, right?
two, no, like a week
Oh,
ago,
was
I
it? Was
think.
that long ago?
I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Freaking Pfizer.
And wasn't there something else about the vaccine stuff, like how they? No, maybe you told me
I mean,
that.
it's so much shit. Like, it literally comes out every day, bro. Some shit about the vaccine.
Different,
Seriously, the
like
seriously, just like
creating
wow. Especially
dangers.
with all these people dropping dead.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we what this you know, Bronny James is only like this. We've had so many celebrities slash public figures, you know, either just have some craziness happen to them or just die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's an unfortunate thing, man. It's definitely an unfortunate thing. Um,
Hold on, bro. This shit is like bothering me. I was like, I really wanted to find out what it says about.
in the Quran.
Uh, yeah, because I just saw a really good. I just saw a really good article. Hold on. I don't know. I'll do my research. I gotta read the Quran anyways. But yeah, I'll just leave you with this, bro. When the world went forth, O earth, swallow up thy water, and O sky, withhold thy rain. And the water abated, and the matter was ended. The ark rested on Mount Judy, and the word went forth, away with those who do wrong.
Bro, say that again, bro, please.
When the word went forth, O earth, swallow up thy water, and O sky, withhold thy rain. And the water abated or abated, and the matter was ended. The ark rested on Mount Judy, and the word went forth, away with those who do wrong.
We should be washing out the bad people of the earth, as you're saying.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, the stuff always it's interesting, man. I think we just have to, as a people, bro, is learn everything, all sides. That's how I always
Yeah,
look at
man, go
things.
out and learn, man. Like,
You know,
go out and learn.
well,
It's so funny,
well
bro. Like, today I was at the cookout. And I think, well, it was like a cookout at for the city or whatever. And I saw my boss, bro, and he literally looked at me and was like, "Man, you're gonna turn into like a Hebrew Israelite." He told
Why?
me.
I say that.
I don't know why it was so funny, and I started laughing. And then he told
The
me,
Italian one?
"No, this is Mike."
Okay, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, it was hilarious, and everybody was laughing, and he was like, but nah, man, I couldn't be Muslim, like I eat too much pork. Should killed me. Then he told me that he was like, why'd you end up being one of those like wear the ties like type of Muslims? Like I know
Mhm.
I basically and, like the red
Yeah.
tie. I'm like, bro,
Uh-huh.
this shit was
Damn,
funny as
bro.
hell.
Fuck. That's oh man. You probably had a good time, man. It seems like it.
Oh, I really did. I had a good time. The food was really good. I saw everybody.
It was good to see them. You saw
Um,
your old principals
yeah,
and stuff like
all
that.
my no, it was just only janitors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And oh, but we have like a new superintendent. I think it's the state or the city, and she's literally from Texas. So funny.
All
Yeah,
right.
isn't that interesting?
I already know what it is,
Yeah.
man. Stop acting like I'm from Texas. I'm not from Texas at
Yeah,
all.
been living there for like 2 weeks.
You feel me? Like, I'm an immigrant from Texas, or you know what I'm saying? Straight up, bro.
That's
I'm
funny as
not Texan
hell.
at all, but I'm staying here. This is home though. Texas is definitely home.
Man, the
Definitely home.
world is home, man.
Shit, you're right. You're right
Earth is
there,
my
bro.
turf.
That's right. That's right. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's really good though. What'd you guys eat?
Well, they were giving out burgers and hot dogs and shit or whatever, but I just
So
had
obviously you ate
what?
that.
Definitely not. I
Obviously
wanted
you
to
ate
so
that.
bad, bro. This
It
shit is
smelled
good.
probably amazing,
Amazing.
bro.
I was like, are you fucking
Bro,
kidding me? Like,
I had a
it
veggie burger last weekend. Oh my
was
goodness,
good. You
they
used to make
taste
them.
so good. Yeah, I
And you
used to
would
eat them
season
like,
them like really fucking good and all that.
bro. This shit tastes so good. I don't eat them during the week
Why not?
anymore. Actually, I don't really eat them at all, really, because the oil. But I did buy some more.
Oh, I hear
I'm
you.
having them. I'm having them some this
Wow, bro, you're
weekend.
like really health conscious. I mean, that's
Yeah,
good. Like, I worry
you
about
know,
oil, but it's usually for my acne. Like, you're just worrying about oil because it's like, I
just
don't
in
want to have a heart
general.
attack at 50.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, I know you know me. I don't really need to live. But I want to live a feel good life. I
Yeah,
want to feel
quality. Because at the end of the day, bro,
quality.
you could eat many vegetables. You could get hit by a car.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
You
saying? So
know,
just you
but
want to feel
if you
good.
feel good while you're getting hit by the car,
We're
that's
gonna
not
feel.
bad.
We're gonna be feeling good tomorrow, bro. I cannot wait.
What you cooking? What you gonna eat?
Probably pizza.
I'm buying pizza for sure. I'm buying Papa John's and
I'm
I'm
really.
frying catfish. Do a
Why are you eating
recipe.
so much, bro?
This
Are you
gonna
that
be a.
happy?
It's an event. That's how
That's
I'm
so
looking at it.
funny.
Like it's an event. I'm having my
That's
one dude
really
over.
good.
I'm gonna invite my other dude, see if he wants to come through. You
Huh?
know, I mean, the thing is, bro, I hold so much significance because me and you have been talking about this fight since we've
Forever,
known
dude.
each other.
Yeah.
Like maybe 2 to 3 weeks. I think you introduced me. Well, I know you did actually introduce me to both Bud and Spence. So I watched them. I'm
Oh,
like,
I
yo,
remember that, bro. My
yeah,
dumbass would I hype everything up from the jump. Like I
right. Which
remember
is
being like,
your
"Yo, but
issue.
they,
Which is your
but
issue.
they, yeah,
That
oh, like
issue.
I was telling you about them fighting each other before you even saw them fight."
Yeah. Like, yo, this is gonna be the crate, you know. And I'm like, okay, like, all right, let me find out who.
Yeah,
And then I saw Bud fight. I'm like, I like the way he fucking fight. And
I
I saw
remember.
Spence
Remember, bro,
fight.
when he used to think Spence was gonna whoop him.
Yeah. Well, that was right after the Sean fight. That was
Yeah,
right
so
after the
yeah,
Sean fight.
that was recent.
Right. No, that's 2019.
I mean, from when we did meet to like that, like it was like a big gap. You don't think?
It's 4 years ago, bro.
No, but I'm saying from when we met to when you told
Yeah.
me, "Oh, Spence is gonna whoop him."
Wasn't that long, bro. Like it was maybe a
No, I'm
year.
saying I said it again.
Same shit. What do you mean?
I don't even know.
It was no, it
I'll just
wasn't.
believe you.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't that long, bro. It wasn't that long. Like it might have been like a year. Like it might no. You know what it was? It was a couple months
Mark, how long have I
because
known you now?
2019 May, my birthday, I went to
So
California.
5 years?
Yeah,
No,
no,
4
4
years.
years. 4 years. Yeah, 4 years in
Do
May.
you think it feels like that or no?
It feels longer, man. It feels longer. That's why you're having. Well, maybe that's why you're having an issue where it was that long. Well, it was a long time ago. Because that's what always happens. So I remember I had a friend. I met him in grade 11, but then I told him like, "Yo, we smoked in grade 9." It's like we did not meet in grade 9.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Dang.
I guess I'm gonna believe you, but like, I swear I remember you in grade 9. But like,
Dang.
yeah, that's what happens, bro. You start to know someone, you feel like it's a longer time.
No,
You know
it's
what I'm
just I
saying?
think I'm just mad comfortable, like talking.
Yeah.
Like I say
That's what it is.
whatever.
Yeah, man, that's what it is, bro. And
That's
but
kind of. I mean, I guess that's good. It makes you feel like time
like
isn't going by that fast.
well, like I say, bro, for me, bro, time don't mean shit to any friendship, man. Time don't mean. I mean, It can
It
solidify
does
things,
work. I think it
but
still does. Because I used to think that, bro. Honestly, even with us, but I was like, nah. Because the way our bond is now is it wasn't like that back then. Nothing changed.
okay,
Only thing
okay.
that changed was time went
Yes,
by.
if you put it that way, obviously I can't disagree. But what I'm trying to say is, I've known people. I've known
I was
people.
gonna say some shit.
No, I mean, no, that's right. Yeah, you always got something. But I mean, you're
Yeah.
not wrong, and you are right. But what I'm getting at is, I've known people for 10 years, and they did me dirty.
Oh yeah. But what
You
I'm
know what I'm
getting at
saying?
is like regardless of like because you're saying like time doesn't matter, but it
Okay, I hear what you're saying.
does
I hear what you're saying.
because it
If
just
someone's gonna
does
do you dirty,
something.
well, the thing is, if someone's gonna do you dirty, they're gonna do you dirty whether it's 2 years, 1 year, or 10 years. They're gonna do you
Oh,
dirty
very true.
regardless. That's
I remember you telling me that. That's
yeah,
what you mean.
yeah. That's what I mean. That's what
Yeah,
I
I
mean.
remember you telling me that.
But
Yes.
you are right though. It does. It solidifies things. That's what it does really. It solidifies a
Which is
bond.
so stupid. I don't know why. Because like just
Well,
talking about it, I'm like,
but
nothing really changed. It's just more time went by.
no. But you go through certain things.
Yeah,
Right,
I
right, right.
guess so.
You have life happens, and
Yeah.
you have people to go to maybe. Like I'll tell you this, like many times, bro. And like I told you that my therapy is talking to people, but not talking about the issue because I can do I can do
Yeah,
it.
which I get, just being
I
distracted.
can. I need to be distracted, and then once I get home alone, then I figure out.
Which is like it's like you get emotional and you're like, nah, I gotta go
Let
chill. So
me
I could go back to thinking logical.
I need to get out of the mindset of being
Which is
emotional. I need to
great.
get them
That's
right. That's how I
extremely
work.
if
But
everybody could do that, bro, the murder rate will go down
that's
instantly.
right. But you already know, bro. Dudes is bitches out here. Female ass, females, female ass activities, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what I was saying was many times, bro, we talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure. I'm in my again. It's not going to. No one's really gonna tell. I'm very good at hot masking it, but in my mind, I'm like, damn, bro. Like I'm.
Mark, do you think that is because maybe it's not that bad?
Um. No. It's just I grew up not having anyone to even go to. My person was my
But
dad.
regardless, it's like you don't even show it. I guess it's because I guess you're not expecting no one to be like, hey, what's wrong?
I mean, it was a normal thing. I mean, the only one I was talking to about anything going crazy was my dad, and that was over the phone. So I'm
That's
not,
crazy,
you know, what I'm saying
bro.
that I'm not, expressing myself. That's over the phone. I'm not expressing myself that often anyway. You know what I'm saying? But it was no one really at the crib to really be like, yo, this shit's kind of fucked up. Like, I seen some home life type shit. It was
Of course, man, that changes you. Man, my mom is just amazing, bro. Honestly, like, bro, I remember she'll whoop me, and then she'll come back in the room and be like, "I'm sorry." Like, literally. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just the way I was raised was just different because I knew I was always being taught a lesson, and I knew what tough
right,
love and love
right,
was.
right.
And my
Yes.
mom would always tell me, it's like, tell me anything.
Did you ever
Just
get
like how your mom,
Did you
was.
ever get whooped where you didn't think you should have got whooped?
No, not really. My mom was never. I never felt like it was. I told you this. I said it on the pod before. Never felt like abuse. I never.
That's
My
good.
mom was a great mom,
Yeah.
man. She was just great, honestly.
No, that's man. What we saw today, this at the start of the show, more people need great moms.
Bro, that is some fucked up shit. I was talking to
Great.
my boss today about it too. I think today or yesterday I was telling him like people need like a vetting. There needs to be like a checkpoint or something process
Like
to
to
have
have
children.
kids.
No,
Yeah,
seriously,
I agree.
bro. God, bro, I would if I had a kid right now, I'd be a great parent. And it's funny because I do not want to have a kid. And
Right.
some of y'all
It-
don't either, but like you guys
some
suck.
some some of them. I used to work with this girl. I used to work with this girl. Like, this was my first job, and she was like maybe 25, 26, maybe even a little bit older. I don't know. She might have been near 30. You know, young. I can't say she's young, but she was this white girl, and like she had like 5 kids, and she just kept having kids, and she's working at a Tim Hortons. For people that don't know, that is like a Dunkin' Donuts for Canada.
My God, Mark.
5 kids. She while I was working there, she had her six. She got pregnant and had her 6 children, 6 kids. And she said to me,
My
she's
God,
like,
I'm gonna suffocate, bro.
bro. She literally
Fuck.
said to me, right? She's like, some people wait for the right time to have a kid, but I realized there's not a right time anyway.
Oh, I thought she was gonna be like, in right times was 6 times.
Shorty said there's no right time, and
Obviously,
you
you're not gonna
know,
think that
I,
now
I
because
would,
you're
I would.
You're broken now. Like you have no good idea what a family is.
I would have been more inclined to agree with her if she had no kids, but she had 5 coming on to her 6th. Clearly, you don't know shit about when the right time is because you clearly just love having raw sex, and you're not on birth control. Or
6.
6 at like 26, 27, 25 to 30 years old. 6
Oh my god.
working, bro. Look, no, this is the best part. She's working at a minimum wage job.
Well, you know why that doesn't really matter, bro? Because she's gonna be collecting a check from the government.
Is that, bro? This is Canada, bro. I don't know if they'd be
Oh,
doing that shit.
well, when you still gotta put them on your taxes. I don't know how it works over there, but you get a
Oh,
bag
that's
for
true.
putting them on
That's
your
that,
taxes.
that is
Like
true. That
for
is
right, she'll probably get for all them kids. I don't know, it's Canada, but if she was here, bro, she'd probably get like at least 10 G's. At least 10 G's.
true. Really?
Yeah, because here they do, I think, like 2 grand a kid.
Whoa,
Yes.
whoa! I didn't know that.
Now you know
You
what
get
this
you got a
project.
bag,
There's a lot of project. Like what do they call them? Like project
private
moms and
baby.
shit. No,
Oh,
like Section 8 moms and shit.
okay,
No,
okay.
no, there's another fucking word for it. Fuck. But they just
Welfare.
keep having kids. Yes, welfare mom or some shit like that. Like
Okay,
they just keep
okay.
having kids, having kids, having kids, having kids, having just to collect that
Oh
back.
my gosh, that is awful.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is awful because their life is gonna be
Mark, did you
trash.
not know about them?
I didn't know they make that much money, bro, off
No, but
them.
did you not know like that's why they have there's welfare
No,
moms?
no, I didn't know. I didn't
Yeah,
know
bro.
about
That's
that
why
one,
the
bro.
the like the HUDs are like
No, I didn't know that one. But I
because
thought
they're
they just love
never really
having raw
wanted.
sex.
Not really. Well, it's obviously that, but it's like why they have no motivation is and they
To
keep
just,
having kids is because
uh,
they keep getting a check. They
damn, ain't
stop
that
give
a
they stop they stop incentivizing that. I bet you that shit will get cut.
right?
So
Man. Well, you know what they say, man. You know,
that's what fucked up, Mark. And correct me if I'm wrong. You have like obviously all the right, but I think that's what fucked up black people. Like
the
the
ch-
government, that government tit. I
yeah.
was talking to. Remember when I was telling you the other day, bro, about this guy? I saw him today too. It's funny. This guy, we were having a conversation about like, oh, like they'll have like those freedom rider type of teachers come to the hood and all that shit. During that conversation, he's because he was talking about. He started off just basically talking about like how black people are. Just sounded like some of it was a little bit ignorant.
Who
But
is he? Who is he anyway?
not my boss. He was like a because we got help this year, like doing like you know how we do this the shit in the summer.
Yeah.
So bro, it's only me and my boss. It's like we don't have enough time, and it's only 2 of us. So we had like a crew come help us. So we were working with them for a while, and they work at another school. So we were just talking to them, and I was about to leave, and we're just chilling outside. They're smoking a cigarette. We're all just talking, and we're talking about race and all this. I'm like, well, I'm gonna just stay and talk. I'm like, this is a really good combo, and anyway, they started talking about Islam, and I was just, let me just shut up. I'm like, I'm not
Oh,
getting, yeah,
really?
it's because
Okay.
the guy worked with a black Muslim, and I was like, is he on a why? And he was like, no. And he said, everybody had like crazy beliefs talking about, oh, I'm never gonna, I can't get ahead in life because the white man and all this shit. And I was like, he
Oh.
kind of has I was like, yeah, it kind of has a point. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, all right, I'm not gonna debate this shit.
Pick your
Because
battles.
he's very, yeah, and he's very smart, or at least well read and shit. But anyways, he was just saying, but like the worst thing that has happened to black people, is that they got help from like the government and they just got too comfortable with that. It
Yeah.
takes their drive away, Mark.
Yeah. There's multifacets, but
100%.
right,
But
right. It's
that's
not
just
that
the
simple,
state
but
where
yeah, yeah.
it's generational,
Well,
Mark.
but see,
It's
it's
generational.
not a cop out, but it's easy to say that, and the reason why is because of all. Look, we got to realize, right? The reason why we're in where we are right now is 1 million black people went to jail within 10 years, which was the most in history when Bill Clinton signed that bill.
But
Okay.
was it you're talking about like drug dealers and stuff, or what are you talking
Yes.
about? Okay.
Well, or the three strike law,
Which is,
which is if you have 3 offenses, you have life in prison.
are you fucking
Oh, you
serious?
didn't know about that one? Oh yeah,
Not at all.
and Bill Clinton. Sorry, what's the guy's name? Joe Biden is the one that created it, but Bill Clinton signed it. You didn't know about
Is
that?
this still on or no?
Crime Bill Joe Biden. That's why I call him that.
That's not
No,
still active though,
no,
right?
I don't think it's still active no more. I
Well,
don't
what do you
think
mean
so.
3 offenses? It's just like if you got
Three
arrested
offenses.
3 times, or what do you mean?
You
Or
weren't
three?
gone. You have life in prison. If you get
You
arrested
know what's
three
funny? That didn't
times,
really fix anything.
no,
Like,
but
did they
what it
think it
did
was
was,
gonna fix anything? Like,
well, bro, of course,
no, definitely
first of
not.
all, yeah, they call it a war, but wars end. You can't call it a war against drugs.
Yeah, 100%.
That shit is never gonna end.
Yeah.
So you can't call it a war. But what I'm saying is that we had absence of fathers that are now today having kids and now
Oh
raising
my God, I
kids
see what.
that
Yeah,
don't have a damn clue how to be a father because they never had one.
it's
We
happening
also
right now again, bro.
today, bro,
They're getting
today,
brainwashed with the trans shit,
that's
all this crazy
exactly it.
shit. So now when I'm telling you, brother, these kids are gonna get soft as
It's
hell.
it's 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 it's
It's
alarming.
happening right now.
It's
And
alarming.
people, I mean, you see the way, bro. People go to jail for dumb shit, dude. Now
Yeah.
it's happening the same way for scam. It's the same way for scamming. You know, for
Hmm.
pills, shit like that.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. I
it's
mean,
just
and they throw you in jail
it's
for
just
these
gonna get
things.
worse, Mark. Honestly, what do you think is gonna happen? I think I had a good question for you, bro. Kind of about that.
You know, I had a question
Oh,
for you.
actually, you want to go ahead or
No, no, go ahead. Let me find mine.
Mark? If the masses haven't woken up by now, will they ever?
They will. They are waking up as we speak.
Okay, now let's talk in terms of black people.
They're waking up as we speak. They are. I know it's.
Mm,
I know it's doesn't maybe seem like that, but there's a lot of information coming out. There's a lot of information coming out. I wouldn't be woken up if there wasn't. You know what I mean?
yeah, Mark. I just wonder how much it is because you guys are already like, no pun intended, a minority. So imagine now a minority of that hasn't been affected by the system. Very minority.
American wise, we may be the minority, but global wise, we're not the minority. We're
Oh,
the major.
oh yeah, you're actually
Minority means the
becoming the
loser.
majority. You guys are actually becoming the majority, right?
Always
Worldwide, like
we've always
eventually,
been
the whole world is gonna be like mostly
we've
what, black or whatever.
always been the majority globally, but you
Even
gotta
you, Mark, you think? I wonder if right now you guys are like I mean, it kind of contradicts what I was saying, but I wonder if right now you guys are like the lowest you guys have ever been or close.
probably because I mean we had Leopold come into the Congo and kill 14 million Africans.
Holy, what about Mark? What's is he
Eh,
from Africa? He was like a dictator. Idi Amin. You know about him, Mark?
Yeah, yeah.
Wasn't he like, what did he do? Like, wasn't he like didn't he kill a bunch of Africans or no?
I don't think so. I don't think he
I
killed a
could have
bunch.
swore someone brought him up as a joke, and they were saying, why don't they talk about him? Like he killed a lot of
Let me
people or
find out.
whatever.
Let me find out. He is the former president of Uganda. Um, let's see. Let's see. Amin came to be known as the Butcher of Uganda for his brutality. And is believed. Oh shit! It is
Holy
believed that
moly!
300,000 people were killed and countless others were tortured during his presidency. In October 1978, Amin ordered to attack Tanzania, aided by Ugandan nationalists. Tanzanian troops eventually overpowered the Uganda. Well, you know what? That already screams government. That already screams foreign government all over the place.
Oh, like someone like was putting a gun behind him.
Someone's trying to get him to do these things. But I know that sounds like a cop out. Oh, the black people don't want to be responsible. But that we know that happens. This is a known thing. The U.S. comes into a country, creates a coup, controls a dictator, has them do certain things, and once they're done with them, they kill them. This
So,
is
Mark, if
the
they're that sophisticated, like, I'm sorry, I'm always like the Debbie Downer on this topic, but bro, if you're saying if they're so sophisticated in that, like,
it's
crazy and
just
shit,
because
how are
however
we ever gonna rise? You know?
because their reign has been ending for years now.
Yeah. Oh man, bro,
It's
I'm
coming
stuck
to
on
an
that right
end.
now, bro, because I look at the news a lot and shit like that, and I'm like,
Mhm.
sometimes I'm like, this shit is crumbling.
The
Sometimes
shit
I'm
is
like,
coming
nah.
to
What
an
if the
end.
whole thing is meant to be? But I'm like, nah.
What you
Some
mean?
of the, I don't like. I feel like it's just getting worse, and I
But
think it's
that's
just
how.
gonna be a war, bro. I feel like it's gonna happen next year with like the whole Trump presidency.
But remember now, right? You're forgetting the key thing, right? Before creation must come destruction. This system that we know as of today must be destroyed. So
But
that's
the
going to
thing
be
is, Mark, what
pursued.
if this ship kills us? I'm
Then that's
talking
a
about.
yes. Then that's the sacrifice that we are going to be having to make.
I'm talking
And
about the planet. What if it
that
goes? Would you still say that, bro? If we just end up in like a nuclear war? We're all just toast.
Yeah, we're not going to destroy the whole planet though. Life always
If we
finds a
have
way.
a nuclear war, I think we will, Mark.
The life always finds a way, even if
Oh
we're
yeah, but we're definitely. I mean, bro, we're probably. It's gonna be like 3 people. It's gonna be like, "What's up, man?"
still
You know.
still some life out there, right? But I get what you're
I
saying.
guess so, but
But at the end of the
fuck.
day, their life always finds a way. And at the same time, though, if we're again, I hate saying this type of stuff, but even if it does end, do we want to be here?
No.
So it doesn't even really matter because the
I
only
don't. You
one.
know me. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
But I'm just saying. I'm getting at what you're
yeah,
getting at, like the whole
yeah,
peace and destruction thing. I'm like, what if
right,
it's just destruction?
right,
That's
right,
finito.
right. And my thing is right is the only one that is trying to stay here for so long
Some
is the white
lizards.
is the white boy. The white boy is purely
There has to
physical
be a reason, Mark.
because they're purely physical. They can't ascend to the next level. They
But
don't
then
have the
it's
melanin.
but it's they have there's something unique and special about them because it's not a lot. It's not like all of them.
What
It's
do you
only a
mean?
selected group of people that are like stuck here, or like you know what I'm saying.
Nah, explain a little bit more.
Fuck, I just don't know if I could say it, and that's why I'm
Uh,
talking like this.
damn.
Because I'm gonna come off literally as a fucking like
All right. I know.
a
You're
racist or
good.
whatever.
You're good, bro. You're good, bro. You're good. Yeah, you good, bro.
But
I
yeah,
think I know where you're getting at anyway. But
I
yeah,
don't know,
man,
bro. We gotta study, bro.
we gotta study.
Mark, and I'm surprised you haven't really, but I know you will eventually. The system that they use, which we know is like the Cabal, Jewish stuff,
I
and
have
all that.
studied that. I have studied that. I
Okay, well,
studied that.
because that's
Yeah, I studied that one. Yeah.
the the crazy wild shit that they do. As far as we can see, it definitely goes deeper than that. I'm talking about Baal, Moloch, and all that. But it's usually when we look at the evil shit, it's usually Talmud, things like that.
Yeah, that stuff I haven't
Crazy
got
shit.
into yet,
Yeah,
which I
it's
should.
fucking
Which
wild
I
shit,
should.
dude.
The cabal, bro, and the tree of life, bro. That really is anatomy. A
I can't
lot of it
disagree.
is
Sometimes
anatomy.
in the way you put it, it's just some other shit like they
It
mix into it. When I'm like, that
yeah.
shit is just the
It's
way that shit could be perceived as good.
well. The thing is,
It's
man.
just
Look,
maybe we're.
look,
I mean, from your
look.
perspective, it's like maybe we're just so far back. But I'm like,
Yeah,
some of this
because
shit, bro, is like, what the
look,
fuck?
if we have been worshiping this God all of our lives, right? Whether it's Judaism, Islam, or Christianity, it's the same God.
It
We
is the
already
same.
know
Oh,
this,
we
right?
believe it. Yeah. I
Right.
mean, it's
And
called the Abrahamic
Allah,
God.
Allah is just God in Arabic, no?
Yes.
It's just a different language.
Yes. There's a
So
literal meaning for God. Yeah.
what if we've been taught that this God is the good one, but the real thing is that the God is actually the evil one, then wouldn't everything be backwards?
Yes, but Mark. Well, kind of. I don't know. I said yes too fast. But what I'm getting, like I said that shit like I was in court. But Mark,
Oh
would
shit,
you
you
say that would
crazy.
make sense if the God is telling you, the God that we perceive as God is telling you to do good things that would better you? That is like, what
Yes.
benefit would you get out of that? Like
Yes,
even
and
in
I'll tell
Islam,
you
bro, it's
why.
like if we all stop praying, Allah doesn't care. That's like that's for us. It's not for him.
I'll tell you why it would make sense for him to keep telling you to do these things. Because this God wants you to stay here.
What God?
The God you grew up worshiping.
But didn't we say earlier, bro, that the end goal is to get out of here?
Yes, but essentially, why does if the goal is to get out of here, it doesn't matter what the hell you do in this. I know it sounds crazy. I know.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
It wouldn't be based on moralism
Well, of course,
because
yeah, I can see why you think like that. You
right,
know,
right,
because I'm thinking about the whole heaven hell thing. Like,
right.
we're nice
And that
to go.
that's a
You
little
know.
bit different, right? That's a little bit
Well, yes
or
and no, because like you're saying, like why does it matter? But it's like it matters us being
because the
nice here because
test.
we get judged.
Yeah,
Yes.
because right, and what I'm saying is, if you take out the judgment part, because that's a moralistic thing. That's something where that was to civilize a certain people. That's what I think. I think it was due to civilize a certain people. Because remember now, these people. Okay, let me ask you this. And I know this doesn't. It's not a reflection on all Muslim people. Obviously, it's not a reflection on all white people as well. You have a population of people. Okay, slavery existed in Africa long before the white man and the Arab man, but they called it servitude. If you had a debt, you became their server and a servitude and you worked off your debt. We had people, the Arabic people came in first, and they enslaved Africans based on being African, based on being black. and made them being less human. The white boy learned from the so-called Arab, as we know. Okay, now doesn't that sound like a people that might need something to a guideline how to act? Because remember now, the Romans,
Definitely, yeah.
all they used to do is rape and pillage each other's realm. That's why they can't get along
But
right
wasn't
now.
Islam
Ukraine,
was Islam already around, bro, when the Arabs were
Is-
doing that, or no?
Islam was prevalent when they invaded.
So then, what you would say wouldn't really stand then, right? Because
Why
it's
is
like
that?
what? Because you're saying
Oh,
like the Arab was already there.
okay, good point. Good point.
So,
Very good
but
point. But what
here I
I'm saying
got.
is, it's a certain, but no, no, hey, no, I got you right now, because even you said Islam doesn't necessarily, because I'm not talking about Islam. Remember now, I'm not talking about Islam. I'm talking about
No,
the Arab.
I thought you were because you
Right,
prefaced it with
right,
I'm not
right,
meeting all
right.
Muslims or whatever. But that's freaking funny.
But wouldn't it make sense that they needed a book to essentially teach them how to act because they was doing some craziness?
Wouldn't you say the world?
I mean,
Because I mean, to this day, it's benefiting the world.
yeah,
There's people that
but
have literally. I mean, I've seen
yeah,
videos of people, bro, that like once they've converted into Islam, they've literally stopped their entire company because they're like, I'm not dealing with interest. I'm not gambling. And they just lead a whole completely different life. And they're like, I
well,
mean, what they obviously I can't speak for
yeah,
them, but what they have said is like they
right.
are
It's improved their life,
100% yes, they're
right?
happier. You know.
Well, the thing is, right, and interest is interest, cool, but we're talking about crimes of humanity.
Oh
We're
yeah,
talking about
yeah, that's obviously minuscule, but I should
right,
have used a better thing. But obviously, like for like, I mean, for our religion, you know, you have like
yeah,
your don't kill, don't do this, don't do that, you
right,
know, shit like
right,
that.
but right, and that's true, but who does like again, a dog doesn't need a buck
No,
to know how to be a dog. Right,
I
now I
don't
say
disagree.
that.
I
And
mean,
I,
Islam doesn't remember we have fitra, bro. We're born with the innate disposition. We're born pure.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Born
right.
just good.
What I'm getting at is a population that was creating mischief on the Holy Land needed something to look at because they were creating mischief and they were doing some wild stuff.
So wouldn't you be like, well, God came in and did what he did? Like, wouldn't
He
it
was
just fit perfectly or whatever?
I'm God, so I think I did it. You know what I'm saying? You know
So
what I'm saying?
what
Like,
would objective? Where do you think objective morality came from?
I think it was an innate thing feeling.
Which is like
Which, yeah,
ah,
no, no,
our
very
conversation,
not
bro,
wrong,
because
not wrong at all. Yeah,
we're like literally
we're
behind
right
the same
there.
door.
We're right there.
We're
We're
like we
right
look through the
there.
window and be like, hell no.
Yeah.
We're like, nah, and we look
Swimming.
through the other window like,
Uh
hell no.
huh. Uh huh. Hey,
This
that's
is
a good
very
way to fucking
interesting,
put it.
bro.
I love it, man. But
I do. I wanted to read you this though, bro.
yeah,
About
yeah. And
I
I
just
have some questions after.
okay about slavery in Islam. So here, listen to this, bro. So Sadhan reported that Ibn Umar called his slave and he found the marks of beating upon his back. He said to him, I have caused you pain. He said, no, but he, Ibn Umar, said, you are free. He then took hold of something from the earth and said, this is no reward for me than to the weight equal to it. I heard Allah's messenger as saying, he who beats a slave without cognizable offense of his or slaps him without any serious fault, that expiation for it is that he should set him free. I'm just saying that. I'm just bringing this up because it's like, I guess in
It's
terms of like the Arabs, I don't know if like how they
yes,
did slavery, but I'm just trying to cover the Muslims. You know what I'm saying? I'm
right,
like,
right.
regardless of how they
Which
did, bro, like there's no
yeah,
perfect Muslim, but I'm just
right.
like I've told you, bro, we can't judge the religion based off the
I
extremists. We
agree.
have to judge it based off the
The
scripture because
action,
there's
right?
bad people in every group, but we're
And
not
every
gonna be
group.
like they're bad.
I
Is the
agree.
group bad or is the dog? You know
And
what I'm
here's the
saying?
thing about it, right? People watching is Islam, though it is an Middle Eastern, not I don't even want to call it based, but a Middle Eastern popular.
Yeah, well, it's hard to not say that because I mean it's in that language. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
But
it's like we're catered
right,
to them, I guess.
exactly. It's more but the thing is like this. Okay, yeah. Just to be simple, yes. So so it gets grouped in. Arabics get grouped in with Muslims, but Muslims are all sorts of cultures,
Yeah. Even I
religions.
told you now. Like I think I've said it on the podcast before, bro. Like only
20%
Muslims
of
are
all
only
Muslims are
20% Arab.
Arabic. Yeah.
Arab, yeah.
So, but you know what I was which I understand why you did that, why you said that, because you know it's a difference, which it is a difference.
Yeah. Just putting it
It's
out
a
there. You
religion.
know.
It's a religion. It's not a
Yeah.
race,
Yes, bro. Yeah. Because
right?
a lot of people. I mean, I'm gonna always like defend. I mean, it's obviously like my religion or whatever, so I'm always gonna defend it. But it's basically like, bro, like people thinking, like, I mean, even I used to think it, bro. Like, I used to think it was literally a goal to blow yourself up. I'm like, where do they get that from?
Where
You know,
do they get that
I
from?
would. That is just. I mean, that's just literally just terrorism. You know, nowhere in the Quran it tells you like kill yourself for your people.
Mhm.
You know, it
Mhm.
really doesn't. You know, it
It's not
can
there.
maybe kind of be perceived like maybe some verses when it talks about like maybe jihad. Like here's a good example, like jihad. Like people think like waging jihad is like going to war. You know, waging jihad means the inner struggle. Like
Okay.
being like, oh, I want to drink so bad, but I know I shouldn't. That's the
Mm.
inner struggle. But some people could be like, no, I'm gonna go to war with shit like
So
that.
you blow yourself up. You're like, "Ah, I'm not drinking tonight. Like,
I mean, I honestly do not know where they get this shit from, bro. I honestly could
I'm
not answer
fucking
you.
playing, bro. I'm playing, man. No, but I get what you're saying, man. I
Yeah,
get what you're
it's just
saying.
I don't
It's
I
misconstrued. It's misconstrued, and there's
yes.
extremists in every religion,
Yeah.
every culture,
Yeah.
every there's extreme. Well, I don't want to say culture, but mostly every group, religion, there's extremists that take
Yeah.
it to levels that are not really illustrated technically, right? Um, but I did have a question for you though, bro.
Go ahead.
Can a and I'm about to change gears completely. Can a woman be a father figure?
That's perfect for me.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
for both of us, really.
no.
Actually, maybe no. I say both.
Well, hmm,
Yeah, let's hear it.
I
Let's
think
hear
she
it.
could. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I don't know, bro, because the main thing your dad is supposed to teach you, or like what they're really. You fucked me up, bro. I was on to like the
I
Islam thing,
know. I know.
but
I
I do.
know.
That's so annoying because I do that to you, so I'm like, I know
Yeah,
how it feels.
exactly. Now I got your
It
ass.
was it's a great question though. Because bro, usually like the when men aren't there, they usually what the kid is lacking usually is discipline.
Fair.
You
Fair.
know, or sometimes maybe because now the mom there's not a lot of money because there's only one income in the crib. You know, maybe he want to have all his resources, like things like that. But if his
Fair.
mom
Very
could,
true.
has a good job, and it's like if she keeps him in check, I'm just it's just the goal of it, bro. You know what I'm saying? What would the goal of it be? 'Cause, like, I wonder if we could still get to that goal with just having a mom,
Mhm. Mhm.
you know? But it's hard for me. Obviously, I'm like kind of biased. I am and I'm
Right.
not, bro, because the way obviously my life was. But at the same time, I didn't just have my mom.
You had your dad.
I just didn't live with a man in the house for
Right.
that long.
Right.
My stepdad passed away very early, and my dad never lived with my mom as long as I remember.
Mhm.
So they were there. I talked to them, saw them every week and everything,
Mhm.
but it was mainly my mom that I'm
Mhm.
communicating, talking
Right.
to.
That
She's
was
disciplining me, teaching me, talking to me.
right. That's
You
that's
know.
that's 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 moms. That's everything. Right.
Yes. So, and I mean, my mom. I'm gonna say no, bro, and I'm gonna just be biased because my mom was just very like unique. She taught me things that most women wouldn't
Wouldn't
just
do.
do not teach you, bro. Like she taught me a lot about. I mean, shit, a man would like almost teach you, bro. Accountability, not being emotional, being good, not being fake, being nice to people, just everything.
Mhm.
Everything, how to dress, how to take care of yourself, smell good, how to talk to women, how to treat women, all that. So it's like, what did I really? I've told you before, bro. Like, there's things I wish my dad told me. There's things that I watched and I learned from Corey and Craig that my father didn't teach me.
Mhm.
That's why they feel like an uncle to me, and that's why I study
Mhm.
them like
I
heavily.
love that so much, man.
Yeah, bro. So they're literally like an uncle to me. So it's I learned shit, bro. Because my dad didn't teach me nothing about women, nothing. Not just work on them. That's probably it. Not how to talk to them, what to do if one of them act out, or how to the whole submission thing, or whatever. One of them gets pregnant, all that shit. I had to face. That was all on me.
Mhm.
I'm still learning, and it's like I can't now. It's like even too late to even ask them. Almost even embarrassing. So I'm like, I'm gonna just keep learning from the
Yeah.
people I learn from. I
Yeah.
love them though, and I'm grateful though,
Mhm.
because bro, most people don't have that. So he is good in my
Exactly.
book, regardless of what he does, man. He's a great person. Didn't
Mhm.
just and like I told you, bro, and it's hard, man. Like when you see your kid. 2 days a week, you don't want to discipline them. You just want to hug them and take them on. That's what we did. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, going to movies, going to the mall, hanging out with my friends, buying me shit, playing outside, going to the beach, all that. It was never like, it was rarely like you got to do work or you got to do this, do that, you know?
Mhm.
He just wants
Mhm.
to have fun, especially when
Right.
those are his days off.
Exactly. That's his time with you. That's his
So that's the
time with
side I
you.
got of my dad. He's just very, very fun. To this
Yeah.
day, he's very, very fun, you know?
Mm-hmm. No, I agree with your answer, man. I mean, you had a unique mother. Um, you had a unique mother, bro. I agree with your answer. My thing is, my answer is no as well. I don't think a woman can be a father figure. 9 times out of 10, the mom isn't going to teach you any of that what your mom taught you, right? And the thing is, with immigrants, bro, they have a little bit different mindset.
Because they got a lot of fire in them.
They got a lot of fire because once they come to a new country, bro, they literally are not expect, but they gotta make it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
And on top of it, bro, it's like it's in our blood. Like we
Yeah,
just work. Like this country or that country or whatever, bro. We're gonna be
you're
working
gonna
our
work.
ass off.
You're
Something,
gonna work. That
bro.
that
I
that laziness
I
that
work,
don't exist.
but sometimes I look at Mexican people. I'm like, holy shit, you guys work. I'm not even joking. Like Dave, Mark, I've met some Mexican people, bro. Like it's like, how are you alive? And your life is shitty.
Yeah, that's some
Like
of
they
this.
work just outside
Some of it.
on the roof, you
Yeah.
know. Some I've heard of people, bro. I've heard of a guy. Um, he worked for this Brazilian dude or whatever, bro, for like a month, and he never paid him.
What?
That's his fault though. But
Oh
that's still
boy. Yeah, that is so. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, and that doesn't surprise.
You're
Oh,
just
it
being
does
like
surprise
Mark,
me
just being
actually,
like I forgot.
bro. That a month. Well, either man.
it's
There's so much things to that, but
yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely like a
that's
story. I mean, I know the story. It's like it's not even worth talking
he.
about. It's the
Right.
story. The moral of the story is just like I don't know. They've just worked their fucking ass off, bro. And it's like
Yeah.
even I know as a Spanish person, I'm like, nah, you're like a
Right.
different breed
Right.
or whatever.
Mexican's different.
So you know, they're just
Yeah,
immigrants
man.
in general. We have something in us.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's even with Jamaicans, man. They have a business mind, man. Like
Bro,
they have a
Jamaicans, man.
businessman. Like
Yes.
even when my grandparents were in Jamaica, they had a store. They had a convenience
That's
store.
funny. My parents did too. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. Because the area the where they what area?
Cali.
Right, but like my tutor, my Spanish tutor, he told me like there's 5 regions of Colombia, like
Yeah,
Carib,
Bogota. Yeah,
the Carib.
Bogota. I don't really know about it like that. I just see it on the
Okay,
map.
okay. That's in the mid. That's the Is that the capital?
No, that's Bogota.
Bogota. Where's Cali Cart? I
I
said
don't
Cali
even know,
Cartel.
honestly.
I hear I said Cali
Racist
Cartel.
ass motherfucker.
Where's Cali?
I honestly couldn't tell
Colombia.
you. Like, I
Donde
really couldn't.
es? You know what I'm
Está
saying? Está Cali Cart. Shit,
Colombia. You're gonna say
Colombia.
Cartagena.
But nah, man. But to get back to the question, I don't think so. And the reason why is because I have seen it firsthand. Now, my mother made me a good person. She told me not to steal, not to lie, treat others with respect, right? But my dad made me a man functioning throughout life itself. Now, both are very essential, but if you lack either of them, something is going to be missing. And the father one is going to not land you in jail. Because if you lack that part, if you work emotionally off of them, off your mother, because I've seen it. Like I said, I've seen it. I'm not going to go into it explain like explanation. But if you act like the mom, if you act like the emotional type, you will end up either dead or in jail. It's going to happen. Someone's going to disrespect you, and you're going to go
Yeah.
off the rockers, and you're going to kill them. You're going to beat them up, and you're going to end up in jail. It is what it is. But your
Yeah.
dad is supposed to tell you, hey, think. And this is what my dad drilled into me as a kid. I never saw my dad angry until I was 12 years old.
Wow,
And he
that's
was
pretty good.
and he was only angry because I put myself in danger. That's it. And that was the first time I ever heard him curse. That's probably the only time I ever heard him curse. Maybe the once or twice. And then once I turned 16, my family started telling me how he was a hothead.
Mm.
He was very angry. He used to go he went to Calazans. That was That's
Oh
the place
yeah,
where
I
we used to.
completely
Yeah,
forgot about that,
and
bro.
he used to wear the kimono or the whatever, the some type of thing,
Like
karate
the
thing.
gi.
Yeah, like a gi. Yeah, like a gi. And he used to walk around the neighborhood, and dudes were scared of him.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was that guy.
he was that guy, bro.
He
And
was
he used to,
literally that guy.
and people would like bully my aunt, his little sister, and he'd scare them. He'd scare them off essentially. And he was stronger than his older brother, my uncle, or my cousin's dad.
It's funny,
Stronger
guys
than
are
him,
like living like similar lives.
bro.
Literally.
Bro, but the thing is, bro, up until that point, until I was 16 years old, I thought my dad was a square. I thought my dad was a nerd. Yeah,
Wow.
because he changed when he said pretty much when I was born, he turned vegetarian. When I was born, he really turned off the well, like just like you said, I had him in the summer. He had me in the summers, so he didn't. I mean, he definitely did discipline me, no question. But like that wasn't the point. The point was to have fun with me. So it's the same thing. So I never really saw that side of him, right? My sisters definitely did because they lived with him, right? So they probably saw more of him being angry, obviously, which
Yeah.
I probably would have if I lived with him. But to me, bro, it was like, yo, my dad was a god for real. Like I revered him so much. I respected him so much because I didn't see him that often. So anything he told me, I was holding in such high regard. You know what I'm saying? I've explained this to you, but it's just like it was he impressed me so much as a kid as well, man. He impressed. I mean, he did everything like as a kid. He did. I mean, he would, because he used to own Well, he still owns properties, but like he'd count the. This is back in the day when there no cash app, nothing like that. But he'd count the cash that the people give them in front of me. I saw the money. I'm like, damn, big stacks of cash. Because you gotta impress your kid, man. If you
You
gotta
do.
impress your kid, you
That's the
got to.
motivator. The
They
motivation.
they got to know that you are doing something, and you got to motivate them. If they don't see that, then you're not gonna have that same respect that you want. You know what I'm saying? You just not. You just not. You know what I'm saying? And but just that's a good answer though. I agree with your answer. And your mom is different, man. Your mom is special. You know what I'm saying? And my mom is special as well. She taught me so much things, man. I don't give her enough credit to be honest with you. I don't.
We
But
never really do, bro.
no, we're never going to. It's hard to, because we don't know everything. But my mom really taught. I mean, my honor, as crazy as it sounds, my honor came from my mother.
What does that mean?
You treat me well, I'm gonna treat you well, right? I'm not gonna do you dirty because that's my honor's on the line. My mom taught me that. My mom instilled that. She told me you do anything you can for someone you love. She taught me that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just can't thank her enough. I can't thank her enough. But as far as being a man, keeping me out of jail, even though I could have landed in jail many times, but you know what I'm saying. Luckily, I stayed my ass out. But that I attribute that to my mom, to my dad for sure, all day. The manhood shit, that's my dad for sure. But you know what's crazy? There was a time, bro, when I was like down about this girl, like right before I went to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I was so close. Daniel,
So what?
I was so close to asking my dad for advice.
And you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Wow, you must have really felt
I
bad.
was because I was like, man, I'm not gonna see this girl, and I don't know if I should hit her up again. I don't know if we should chill again. I don't. I just didn't know for sure what I should do because I wasn't gonna see her again. My ass is moving out. Only if I talk to you, once I move, we close, right? But so I haven't been so close to asking someone for help ever. I didn't do it though. I didn't do it. That's you know me and my
Bro,
dad.
it's very interesting, bro. Our lives, like, we really are like opposites, dude. Just nuts.
This
Like,
is
I'm
a fact.
actually thinking about it. Like, why are we so different?
Oh shit! Did that paint a picture for you?
A way, like, it made me sad. Honestly,
I
it
was
was
I,
down. It was just like, damn.
I was man. He was on the. I remember the exact moment. He was in his room, and I was in his room as well, and we're just talking about like me moving, just things like that. And I mean, I walked out the door so slow, and like I said, man, I haven't been that close to asking anyone for help in my whole entire life. I was so close to, but I just didn't do it because I'm like, nah, I can do it myself. That's what I said, and eventually I got advice from an OG, you know, He's like my dad if my dad was in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
78.
Where I got 78, yeah, 78 sports. You know what I'm saying? And he, I'm telling you, man, I heard what he's had to say, and that was exactly what I needed to hear. You know what I'm saying? It was exactly as soon as I listened to that advice,
I
I
love
was
those.
good.
When it's like,
I was,
oh, that's how it
bro.
is, or like,
It was good because it brought me to a certain like okay reality. Like I'm bugging the fuck out. What am I doing? And I'm like, yo, I feel like an idiot.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like years and years of thinking, I'm like, bro, what am I doing, bro? He has put it into perspective to what I needed to hear. I need to hear someone being soft and like, oh, if you like her, go talk. No, I didn't need to hear that. I need to hear someone tell me you are simping and she don't like you that way. That's it. And once I heard that, I said, you know what, bro? You were right. I'm bugging out.
Mark, do you think you needed to hear that, or you just think that's when you finally just accepted the reality?
Both.
Mm.
I think both, man. I think both because it was an eye opener. I'm like, I always kind of knew that, but I just I need I need someone to drill it into my head, essentially. Someone to be like to confirm my beliefs. Because I explained him the whole story. It was like a 20-minute voice recording, right? 20-minute voice recording. I explained him this whole story, right? The whole scenarios, right? How and he's like, man, look, he called it
Mm-hmm.
Revenge of the Ghost Pussy or something like that. That's what he called it. Is it like he names it, right? He'll name it.
Mm-hmm.
He's like Revenge of the Ghost Pussy or something like that. Because I told him like, look, I've smashed badder bitches on like way badder, but I'm still thinking about this girl. Like why? Like why can't I shake her? And what he had to say, man, and he still got it up. I could probably one day I'll tell you what I'll show it. I'll send you a link.
Mm-hmm.
But he put me say, hey, you bugging out. You know what I'm saying? Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Essentially. And that shit helped me out to the max. And like that sometimes, bro, you need an OG, bro.
You
You need a
do.
real OG. You need
That's
a
why I
real
like talking to my therapist,
yeah, you
because
need
that's
a
how he
big
felt.
homie to tell you say to put you in place essentially. Not in a rude way, not in a demeaning way, but as a big brother.
This is why I hate talking to people my age. I'm not gonna learn nothing from you, bro. I love talking to people older than like 50, 60,
Older.
70.
Yeah, you gonna learn
They, bro,
something
they
new.
tell you because they've been through life, bro. They would tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I need to hear that. I
You
need
need
to
to
hear
hear
that.
that. You don't need to hear, well, you're young. You can do what you want. I need to hear, no, take it slow. Make sure you enjoy everything and think about your future. That's what I need to hear. And that's what my dad was instilling at me from a young age. Think. Make sure before anything you do, think. Be critical. Be logical. And that instilled at me from a young age. But I can definitely tell I have his anger though, for sure, because like I said, it's very rare. I've maybe only gotten angry like a handful of times in my entire life. I mean, angry, and I've seen him angry obviously after I turned 12. I started seeing it a little bit more often, but I have seen him angry and like yeah, I could definitely have his anger for sure. But again, it's you got to do something really really bad
Of course,
to
yeah.
get what I'm saying. Like I mean, like I told you this before, man. Like people give me attitude at the store, bro. I've seen crazy shit. That shit don't phase me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing. So that's how I put into the perspective, man. It's like things could be I could be dead right now. I could be in jail. You know what I'm saying? My loved ones could be gone, right? I could be poor. I could be on the street, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? And that in itself is beautiful. So, things people got to realize shit is not as serious as they want it. Don't make it as serious as you think. You know what I'm saying? You know. I had I'm gonna wait for that one. I'm gonna wait. Do you have any questions?
Mm,
I think it's a good place to wrap it up. What do you think?
yes, I agree.
Good place. Good place to wrap it up. I got a couple of questions, but I'm gonna save them.
Okay.
Bro. I'm gonna hit you, bro. Don't worry. I'm gonna hit you up with them.
Okay.
I'm switching the flip on you.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you already know what it is, man. It's the Ism Podcast. If you
Yes,
stayed here
sir.
this long, like the video, subscribe, comment the video. If you want to hear anything anything you want to say, we're here. We're here to learn. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
if you have constructive criticism or if you just disagree with something, we will respond.
Yeah, leave a comment. Yeah, pretty much leave a comment, like, hate,
Hey, and
definitely
subscribe.
subscribe.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
yeah, thanks for watching, guys. For real.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace out.
Provide the leadership to the people's revolution so he can take this country and change it. Turn it upside down and put the last first and the first last. Not only for black people, but for all people.